Hi guys, I don't know what the heck is wrong with my thing. It's being stupid. I don't know. It was like pausing and stuff. Hey guys. So I wanted to do a different live tonight, but I have to take Casper to the vet tomorrow and the puppy to get their vaccines and stuff, and I have to run to town. So I gotta do 5 questions if anybody wants questions, and then I'm catching up. Next week is gonna be totally different. My schedule's changing. Stop it. Okay, stop. My schedule's changing to where I've cut off the private readings, so probably gonna see a lot of this from me because I'm in the time of no, it was on my end. I'm from the yeah, I don't know, I'm tired, but it's um anyways, I'm in the middle of switching over, so I don't have my private readings to keep me going. I'm trying to focus on YouTube and social media, so I like in the in between time, right? To take care of things I need to take care of. So that's when I'll be coming on and doing this. I'm on late tonight because I was actually helping my astrology friend. We did a reading because I owed her because she helped me with something, and so the energy exchange. And then I was like, well, I've got to take them to the vet tomorrow, so I got to see if I can do questions. And then luckily, hopefully Friday and next week, I'm going to be catching up on all the questions that I owe people in case they see this and my products. And then from then on, it'll be all social media and everything. So with my products, I've been having a hard time catching up because it's channeling and I just haven't had any extra time to channel. So it's going to be good because I'll be able to put up cases and astrology and whatever. So I'm like super excited along with taking care of things around the house that I've kind of let go. So it'll be fun. But oh crap. I don't break all my stuff. So I'm also trying to go to some places for ghost hunting. Hey Lizzie. I haven't seen you in there in here in a while. Yeah, well that's basically why I'm like kind of getting away from private readings now. There are a couple of private readings that are open on a few Wednesdays. You have to literally go through the schedule and see what I have. So if anybody wants to schedule anything, I think I've blocked out till September. I'm going to see how it goes. I can add stuff here and there, but I just am wanting to try this and see, but I'm like in the middle of I'm in the middle of everything, like the transfer over, right? So I have to kind of do these things to get going. And I'm going to try to do more paranormal stuff. I have a trip that I need to go. I would like to go to Tombstone. There's a house that you can investigate. It's $25 for an hour and a half. So I'm going to try to do that. I have to come up with the money for that. So I'll be doing this and I'll be doing hey girl, I got to get back to you too. I'm going to schedule your reading and now that everything's been your 20 minutes that I owe you now that everything's been like everything's slowing down. I feel like I never stop. So I got all this stuff on my head and on my plate and just trying to get to everything and get everything taken care of. Yeah, I gotta and I have a list of questions I gotta get to. Actually, I feel guilty about doing this without answering those first, but I'm gonna get to those probably Friday or next week. Like I said, I have a lot of time next week. So where I doesn't look like I have any private readings. I gotta check my schedule, but I'm pretty sure. Well, I still owe you 20 minutes anyways. So I have to get back to you and let you know when I can put you in. I just have to check things out. So yeah, I'm not gonna be doing anything outside of an hour or so. I also want to do hotel congress. It's gonna be just like going around here, places around here. So I've got to get a little bit more equipment. I'd like to get like a heat, like stop Cheyenne, like a heat thing. That one's kind of expensive, but I need something that I can record on and also play the or do the app and get on my phone. So um Okay, so what I'm doing is 1 question readings for $20. It's intuitive guidance only. I'm not doing mediumship tonight. So intuitive guidance is anything life-based, and I'm only doing 5 of them. So that's just the amount that I need, plus a little bit more to go to town and come back and take care of what I need to take care of. I know. I'm so far behind on everything. We don't have a lake or a pond. We're in the desert, dude. So yeah. I missed the beach completely. But yeah, we don't have any of that here. I actually could go to my mom's pool or jacuzzi, but I ended up not I haven't been in a while because I've been taking the puppy over there with me. So yeah, I miss the beach. I wish I had like because I was in California, I'd go to the beach a lot, and I just yeah, I don't have any of that near me. I think I do, but I think it might be a ways away. So yeah. I wanted to actually come on. I had a different live planned, but I needed to do this. So to make sure I didn't want to cancel it. I could have canceled it, but I want to make sure they get it on time. So yeah. The bear's on. There no one's touching the bear. So I don't think the energy's strong enough, but the bear stays on. That's see. It stays on. But yeah, no one messes with it. So um yeah, I mean, I don't have lakes and I have blood-sucking mosquitoes. So yep, but I've got a list of 5 people. I mean, I could do 4 actually. I just need enough just to take them for their shots and gas, and that's it. I'm done. So I'm not doing cars because it just takes too long. I don't want it to be a long live. This is late, and I already did an hour reading tonight, and we were talking about her astrology, like because astrology chart. I hope I'm saying her name right. I always worry I'm saying her name wrong. Okay, Sydney, I'll put you first. There's only 5 spots at the most. Oops. And one thing you guys need to know about your questions is you do still have free will. So the questions are always based on the strongest possibility, but a lot of my predictions come true. A lot of the things I say or spirit says is going to happen comes true, but you still have the free will to take other directions. So I always like to let people know that readings, anytime you get a psychic reading, it's really based on possibility, like the highest possibility. And a lot of times it happens, but well, in my opinion, with people I've given readings to, it happens. So, but it's not like a for sure thing. So I hope people understand that and know that. So and a lot of times things are symbolic too. Just how I relate to it, how you perceive it as well. But we're gonna get we actually have I think she's done basically the chart, and we're gonna talk about that on Friday. So I'll have Mika's chart up on Friday. I have Delphi's chart and Rick Allen's chart ready. I just have to record it. There's one more thing that I need to do for Sebastian that I want to do, and I think we gotta redo Elijah's lines. So, and then new cases, but I wasn't trying to do Mika. She kind of took over that reading. I keep trying to go back to that reading, and I keep feeling. I hope I'm saying her name right, but I keep feeling like I was like in a dream, in a daze. Like I don't know. It was weird because I usually don't channel that way. So I keep trying to go back into the reading, and I was not in my body. Oh, that's okay. My energy drink is hot. But I can say this, according to her astrology chart, it does not look like she did it. It does not. But I had a whole live I wanted to do with her. I might still do it. There's some information I have and stuff like that. Did you guys know? And I'll probably mention this in live too, that he relates to BK and somebody else through DNA. I'll pull up that lady's video probably when I do that live. JP does, allegedly. Yeah, through DNA. I shared the link in the chat, Lizzie. I'll actually share it with this a girl on TikTok. She does like DNA stuff. I gotta find it. I'm trying to. There's somebody else that he relates to. They came in on the Mayflower. It's not coming up on my thing. Stop, Kai. Leave her alone. Jesus. JP is distantly related to Paul Bernardo and Brian Koberger through DNA ancestry. They came on the Mayflower. So that was interesting. Allegedly. Yeah. Allegedly. Kai, leave her alone. Yeah. So that explains a lot. Yeah. I guess this lady did like the family tree or something, or looked at DNA. I don't know. But yeah, I'll share that video with you guys when I do that live, if I do that live. I just have some stuff because he wanted in her apartment and stuff, and I just have some paperwork from that and whatnot. Sorry. Sheila's really want me to go to Tombstone. I told her I can't do it till I can, like, I have the extra funds and stuff, because that's thing too is like I don't have a way to record. I can't take this big computer because it's all set up here, and I'm afraid to touch the settings because of what happened last time and put on another mic. So I need something I can put the Spirit Talker app on and record with. So I have to do that. And then but I do have a house I want to go to. I can go to Tombstone for free, but there is a house I specifically want to go into with all my gadgets. And I want to get more gadgets as we go along. I mean, it kind of sucks I'm doing it by myself, but you guys are here, so it'll be lives. I asked them if I could do a live, and they said yeah, they don't mind lives and videos and stuff like that. But it'll be exciting. It'll be kind of cool. So I had somebody that was she was gonna go with me, and she chickened out. She was like, "We have to do it during the day." I was like, "You can't go ghost hunting during the day. Like, what are you talking about?" There's a cemetery I want to go to, but it's like an hour away. There's a cemetery here I could go to, but I think they might close it down at nighttime. But yeah, I want to go to this house, but it'll only be an hour and a half. I don't want to pay $200. So it's $25 for an hour and a half, or $200 for however long you want to do it for. So no, I don't know what is that. Yeah, that's actually where I saw something in the cemetery in a different place. Douglas. I saw a cemetery in Douglas, and then Kai, leave her alone. He loves her too much. He won't leave her alone. And then that's where I picked up this. Not like he was there, but like when we went by his tombstone, that's when I picked up this brother of this guy that I met and gave him a whole reading. But it started at the cemetery. So that cemetery seems to be pretty strong. Right? Well, Chastity wants to come out here too, so she's in, I don't know where she is. It's South Carolina, North Carolina, something like that. So I have, Sydney, I have 4 spots left. Does anybody want any of the spots? And like once I get to where I'm not doing so much, we'll do like a mediumship. We'll do mediumship live and stuff. Well, I'll do mini readings. They'll have to be mini readings. 20-minute mini readings. I can't go over that. Like I'm trying to like slow down my readings a little bit. This hour and a half readings is just too much. I like my state too, actually. My mom doesn't, but I do. But that's because my ley lines go here, so I'm supposed to be in Arizona. It just suits my vibe, my energy. For reals. For realios. But yeah, I'm going to have to live off of lives and donations for a little bit till I can get this YouTube thing going, unless people schedule in the little spots I have open. But I just need a break. Like, I'm just too, like, I can't get anything done. Like, I can't get anything done. I don't have any energy to get anything done. And there's so much I want to do, like, in regards to my YouTube and TikTok and social media. I have to catch up on my Patreon and stuff. So I can't do it with doing private readings as much as I just need a break. Yeah, I don't know about Phoenix. It's like 115 there in the summer. I couldn't do that. What? I didn't get a well in the reading. I got a pond, and that was a reference point for where they were buried. They were in between the pond and the dam. Oh, we love the spirit talker. Like I'm gonna crop off the time that we like had so much fun on the spirit talker. Like literally, it was the best. Um, I'm not gonna do mediumships tonight. I don't know when I'm going to. It's one of those things like I gotta have the time and energy, and tonight I just don't. I did an hour reading. I'm tired. It's 10 o'clock. I just can't do it tonight. Like I said, if you want a private reading with me, and you want to go on my schedule and see if you can find a Wednesday open that I haven't blocked off, I can do that. Because there should be some open times that I've left, but I've blocked off my schedule for privates because I've been going nonstop for a year and a half, and I want to focus on something else. Well, I don't know what to say. I've never had a problem, so I think that could happen anywhere. So I have 4 more spots. Yeah. Just mediumship takes a lot more energy. A lot more energy. So I can't. Like I said, it'll be different when I'm not doing readings every single day. In the Linktree app right there that she just posted, you can follow the schedule there, or you can go to the description box. I think Wednesdays are the days I have open. You'll have to check. I would check the Wednesdays. But yeah, like I said, I've been going nonstop for a year and a half, and I just need a break. Like I can't get anything done. My dogs need baths. My house needs cleaning. Like my goats, I need to give more attention to. Like plus the cases and stuff. Like this is something I'm being pulled to do, and I think it'll be good. I think you guys will see a lot more cases and stuff, so it'll be good. But yeah, if you go to my Linktree, you can get to all of my links through there. But I think it's like Wednesdays, so I don't know if it'll be for a little bit though. That's the thing, because I did block off some time. I just can't remember like when I have the Wednesdays open. You'll just have to look on what I kept open, because I have no idea what I did. I know I blocked off my schedule till like September. No, I'm not leaving. No, I'm just not doing private readings. I'm switching to I'm doing questions tonight, but hey, give me that water bottle back. I'm just going to be doing focusing more on cases and social media, and I'll be doing lives and stuff too. It just depends on what I'm able to do. And I need to catch up on my life. Like, I just need to catch up on my life. When you're doing 4 hours of readings every day, for one, you can't do anything before because you're exhausted by the time your reading is. And then when you're done, you're exhausted by the time you're done. Like, readings take a lot. So doing 2-3 hours a day of readings, it's every day, 6 days a week. It's just too much. Like, I just, I need a break. I'm behind on everything. I'm behind on things I owe people. I'm behind on my cases. I'm behind on literally everything. So I'm just going to be doing more on YouTube, Patreon, members, TikTok, just social media in general. So I'll be doing paranormal stuff, cases, lives, more astrology, like stuff like that. It's just going to be focused towards my YouTube and whatnot. And I'll still do lives where I do questions, and then I'll have time to do some mediumship lives too. I just don't have time to do them now because I'm so exhausted and like burnt out on them. Because last month because I was sick for a week. So now I'm playing catch up on everything because I was sick. I still have my cough a little bit, but it was like a week and a half I was sick. So all my readings that I was sick from, I had to reschedule. What do you mean? How do you get alive? Like, you're here right now. Like, if you want a question, you just tell me you want a question. You make a payment to one of the link tree, like one of the link tree, like either Cash App, PayPal, whatever, Venmo. Make a payment to that, and then you stay and you just ask me a question. You don't need to get to the live. You're here in the live now. This is just intuitive guidance. Okay, so I'm only doing 5 questions. Just to take care of what I need to take care of tomorrow, and that's it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not overdoing it any. Okay, so I have 3 spots. And then I'll call your name. You'll come up, you'll ask your question. I'll channel whatever I channel. You can validate in the comments, and that's fine. Thank you, Lizzie. I got her. So I have 3 more spots open if anybody wants them. But I've just got to get caught up on my life. On my life and what I owe people and just everything. I can't with private readings anymore. It's just too much. I mean, I think I didn't do like take enough days off, and I had too much time open for readings. So people were scheduling, like I was doing, like I said, like 2-3 hours a day every day for 6 days. That's a lot. Hey, stop it. That's a lot. It adds up for a year and a half, Not that I'm not thankful. I'm so thankful and everything that I was able to do that. I used to tell Lizzie, like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this, because that's the most readings I've ever done. So thankful I was able to do it. So thankful how many people I was able to help. I love what I do. It's just, I kind of just, when you just get to where you just feel like you want to change directions, or you want to give something else more attention, I can always switch back. I can always add more time if I feel I need to. So, but Spirit's like leading me this way, so I'm trying to go this way. But like I said, you guys will see me more live doing this and stuff like that, because I'm in the in-between until my YouTube really takes off and can pay my bills. I'm kind of like the in-between, like, when you stop one job and you start another, because I don't have private readings like holding me over for YouTube, you know what I mean? So I'm in the in-between spot. So lives like this, if people want to do donations, please do not say that I grift or that I'm begging for donations, because I'm not. It's only if people want to. You do not have to. Please do not feel obligated to. But if people want to donate for me to go like to Tombstone or whatever, or just because It's appreciated. Tips are appreciated, but please do not feel like you need to or anything like that. I hate even mentioning that. I like to work for what I got. So, yeah, it's just spirits like sending me the other direction. Like they want me to focus more on like social media for some reason. So I'm guessing there's cases coming up that are going to be super important. So, yeah. So if we were doing mediumship, I'd probably bring you on, but since it's questions, we're just doing it here in chat. So I have 3 more spots. 3 more spots. I really thought my shoulder's hurting, and I really thought that it was from earlier. Lizzie, that's not your shoulder, is it? I thought it was from my reading earlier, but it hasn't. It kind of went away for a while. Now it's back. Yeah, I don't have Zelle anymore. That's on my old account that's overdrawn. I used to, but yeah. I know. I hate it though. I hate it. Like that my shoulder just started hurting so bad. I don't know. But like my left shoulder. Like my arm was hurting earlier, but now I just like I feel like I've hurt myself and I haven't. Yeah, why don't you go take a pill? I'll pick up on that. I don't like to though, because you have people saying, "Oh, these people are grifters," and that. Like, I work hard and I work a lot. So it's $20 a question, and I only have 4 spots left. I'm gonna do 5. If you want to do 5 questions, my suggestion is to go on my schedule and check my questions, and check my openings on Wednesdays. If you want to do 5 questions, my suggestion is to go and book like a 20-minute session on one of the Wednesdays I have open. What light? There's no lights going off. You're tripping. Maybe. I do. We've talked about that before. I've felt like that in here before. She doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my back's, it's my shoulder. It's my left shoulder. So I don't know if that's I know Lizzie's having issues with her shoulder right now, but I was feeling okay till I came on here. So it's got to be someone. I don't think it's my stuff. I mean, I haven't done anything. I pull on hay sometimes. That's about it. I got to try not to jump on Casper tomorrow. Hope he doesn't take off on me again. Jesus. Does anybody want on the list? I don't like to be interrupted when I start. So that's why I haven't started yet. So I just want to make sure anybody wants on the list. I have 3 more spots. Hang on, Sydney. So it's from your guides. It's not really from mediumship, because that's a different level. So I usually ask intuitive guidance from your guides. So just give me a second and I'll answer your question. I'm going to start in just a minute, but I don't like to be interrupted in the middle of questions. So I want to make sure I get everybody's name on the list that wants on the list, unless they're not here yet. But I try not to start until we've got a list, because then it's like they're telling me they want on the list in the middle of the reading and I can't keep up. It's fine. You can ask it that way. Just ask it like a question. Like the more specific the question, the better, without giving a lot of information. I just notice I get information better that way. I just got a headache all of a sudden though, but I don't know if that's my stuff or not. I'm okay. I saw my cough a little bit, but other than that, I'm all right. I don't know if it's ever going to go away. And I've been tired lately because of the new moon. And for something about like the new moon, like I don't know if it's because the moon you can't see it because I get a lot of my energy from the moon. I'm always tired around new moons. I'm also coughing more, which I notice, although I still have my cough from when I was sick. If something comes in with heart or lungs, I'll start coughing. So it still happens. Oh, thank you, Jennifer Z, for the Happy Mother's Day. $5. I appreciate that. Yep, and you guys can always buy me coffee or energy drinks too if you want to send like, $2. $3. I always need those. You know what's hilarious is like whenever I can, there's a little coffee place over in Bedson. When I go there, I have to go there once a week to get hay and stuff. And they know my dog and my car now. So I don't even have to give them my order. They know my order by heart and they have the pup cup ready for the dog. The dog sits there and waits for it. I have videos of it. It's so funny. So it's funny. But there's such a small place that like, they just like know my vehicle and know me. But of course, it's my vehicle's orange. So you miss me. Yeah, I try. I am honest. That's the thing. So I just I know. Well, see, my drink is we've made it up there. It's chai tea with 2.5 shots of espresso, um, with um, brown sugar like flavoring, and half and half, and it's so bomb. And then there's a place over here that she makes them, and she made it. She took the um energy shots. Like she gave me a espresso and like ice cream in a strawberry shake. It was like strawberry shake espresso. It was so good. It tastes just like ice cream. It was so bad. No, I don't have side. No, because I haven't even done like once I get caught up on my products because I owe people products with a channeling. That's why it's taken so long because it's channeling and I just haven't had the extra time or energy and I feel awful about it. Once I catch up on that, I'm just gonna make products and I'm not gonna do it personal anymore. I mean, they'll probably still be kind of personal, but yeah. They're like those are my two drinks that I get now. The one you can't even taste the coffee, it tastes like ice cream. Okay, Maui girl, I got you. That's what my mom said, valley fever, but I mean, I think it's from my cold, honestly. I just never got rid of my cough from my cold. It just never went away since I was sick, whatever it was. But I read about like how long coughs can last up to 8 weeks after it. I've never had that problem though, and I take vitamins and stuff, so I don't know why it's lingering, you know? Um oh, I put my taxes off till October. I was like, I got an extension. I was like, I cannot. Um are you doing a question oracle or are you just sending donation? Shoot, I gotta take my camera down outside and oh, you're very sweet. Thank you. I have an inhaler. I just haven't been using it, honestly. When I get to your number, Maui, your number 3, so after I answer the first 2 and I get to 3, you'll ask me a question right here in chat, and then you'll validate as information comes in chat. And again, remember, this is about the highest possibility, but nothing's written in stone. You have free will to take other directions, but a lot of my stuff comes true. Hey, stop it. What are you doing? Yeah, I have an inhaler. I just haven't been doing it. Actually, I haven't taken it in a while. What did I do with my inhaler? I put it somewhere. I probably took it to my mom. It's probably in my car somewhere. I'm okay. How are you? It's RA for next time. You're welcome. I know. I probably should. It's just like at nighttime or when I talk a lot, I start coughing. But I notice though in readings, whenever it's harder lungs, I will kick off my cough. So I mean, I still feel tired. Like, I don't know. Lately with the heat, like my eyes hurt again. It's like tired eyes. So it kind of sucks. But yep, it's Rochelle. I know, I gotta find it. I know. I keep forgetting I have it because I'm not used to it. So we got 2 more spots. Quit it. Nebby, quit eating plastic. Yes, it's Rochelle. A lot of people call me Rachel or Rochelle, but it's Rochelle. Please do not get me confused with the other Rochelle that's a psychic that's working on cases. Don't get me confused with her. A lot of people are doing that. I know. They all like I don't know. They feel like tired. Like I go through times where I have tired eyes, so I start taking vitamin D and A because that's what they say could cause it, and eye drops. But for some reason, like I don't know if I'm not getting enough sleep because I'm only able to sleep like 6 hours. I think if I take too much like Z-Cool, then I'm sleeping like way too much, and if I don't take enough, I wake up at 6 hours and I can't go back to sleep. But I do end up falling asleep on the couch for sometimes at night. So, all right. Last call. We got 2 more questions. I am, but I'm not doing this tonight. I'm not doing that tonight. Like I said, if people want to look and see if I have anything on my schedule, because I blocked off my schedule except for a few days here and there, you can do that, or you can wait for a live when I do that. Like I'll be doing lives with that now that I have more time. Yeah, so I have vitamin D and A, especially when I start feeling tired, I start taking vitamin D. But it helped me last time because I was having a lot of problems with my eyes, and so I started taking vitamin D and A and I felt better. But I also have like these one vitamins that have like 6 or 7 vitamins in them. And I'm gonna be doing live mediumships, but it's gonna be mini. It's gonna be 20 minutes, not going an hour. It'll be 20 minutes, and I'm gonna set a timer because I need to be more stern about that because these hour readings for $40, it just as much as I love to do that for people, it's too draining on me and I can't get enough done. So, it's going to be a little less than what you would pay on my site, but it's going to be like a 20-minute. Like, so that'll be on a different like I said, once I get caught up on my life and I'm not so drained, then I'll be able to do that. So I've got 2 spots for questions. Yeah. But that's the thing, like even on the spirit leads, they're an hour and a half, and that's just like so much. It ends up being like 4 or 5 hours. Like I don't know any other mediums that do spirit leads for a given hour reading and you're paying $25 to join. Like I as much as I love it, I just can't. Okay. Yeah, I have these one eye drops and they like make my eye burn, but they feel good afterwards. No, I know, but that's what I'm basically doing because I was doing live mediumship readings and they end up being an hour. Not 20 minutes. They had to be an hour. So people are getting an hour for $40. And that's not even what my private readings are. So I can't do that anymore. Because I don't stop myself. I just give and give and give until I quit getting information. And shit, I can be here and give all night. You know what I mean? Till I die. Sometimes over an hour, yeah. So I've got 2 spots left. If anybody wants them. Gotta get this show on the road because it's 11 o'clock, and then I don't want you guys to be here all night waiting for me. So 2 spots left. Say if you want it so that we don't get interrupted during. Now I'm gonna start on the questions. You guys should be thankful. There's this, like I said, there's this girl on TikTok. 5 minute. What was it, Lizzie? 5 minutes for $50. Yeah, no, it's not on Mediumship. No. $40 for an hour mediumship is nothing. No. Um anyways, it was $50 for 5 minutes. She set her alarm. When she's done with the 5 minutes, she stops. If you want any more, she'll be like, "Oh, do you still want a channel? You get 5 more minutes for another $50." And they were paying it. They were paying it. She's supposedly a well-known medium. Dr. Sunshine Frost is her name. I mean, she's pretty good, but I mean, I'd like to try it out just to see. But it seems like she doesn't get as much validation, like she asked for too much or she's given too much. I don't like to do readings like that. So it's $20 and it's just it's not mediumship. So just so you know, it's intuitive guidance only. It's just a question. And you would go, the link is up in the comments, but if you go to the description box, the link tree is there. But we've got 2 more spots. Let me know if you guys are doing that so that I can write you down. Yeah, no, I'm actually really cheap. I'm actually really cheap for what I do for reals. I've tried to stay very reasonable, but yeah. I went up this last year because unfortunately I had to. Things go up. I have to go up. Star. Okay, 1 more spot. I want this to be like a 3-hour lifetime. I'm like, I just need 1 goal. I just need to do 1 goal and then, yeah. So once this last spot pays, I'm going to close the list and then I'm going to go back up to the top of my list. I'm going to say, yeah, no mediumship. No. How much does Matt Fraser charge? Like $1,000? Or is it 1,500? Oh, hey. Yeah, no, mediums are not cheap. Unless they're just starting out, I know. If they're just starting out, they shouldn't be charging a whole lot. But I've been doing this for 11 and a half years. So the mediumship is deceased loved one or pet. So somebody on the other side. Intuitive guidance is more life guidance, psychic based reading. That's the difference. Oh, no problem. Poor Lizzie, you're having a hard time typing. For lived ones. I don't know why that cracked me up. It just did. So, okay, so I'm waiting for this last person to get on the list. Did we say 1 more person was joining? I'm just playing with you, girl. I'm just playing. I'm just messing with you. I'm yanking your chain. That's what best friends do, right? We yank chains. Yeah, I wouldn't ask. No, I wouldn't. No, I'm not. I'm only doing 5 questions tonight. Like I said, it'd be better if you book a 20-minute reading, like at a space that I have open, because you'll be paying more if you do 5 questions. $20 pop. That's $100. You have 20. You have a 20-minute reading for 80. Just saying. I'm just messing with you, Liz. Don't feel bad. Uh, okay, Jenny, you're getting on the list. Okay. 60-minute is 200 for chat. I think it's like 210 for video. Yeah, 1 question for $20 because I kind of go in depth. I don't just like I'm not vague. A lot of the psychic mediums that you see like on TikTok and stuff, they're pretty vague with their questions. And they were charging a lot more than I am. You're welcome. Okay. Yeah. And I just went up this year, because that's what a lot of people tell me they're worth. I try to make it worth it anyways. And if I go over, I go over. I don't charge you anymore when I go over, because sometimes they'll go over 5-10 minutes. And time doesn't start till I channel. Like sometimes we chit chat before, so it's really kicked back. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start. All right, so this is how it works. I'll call the name on the list, come in the chat, ask your question. The more specific question, the better, but don't give a lot of information. I'll channel. You can validate in the chat and let me know I'm like on the, that I'm on the right track or that things make sense. It helps me pull in more information if I know I'm on the right track. A lot of times things come in symbolic in the way that I work, so they will like they know how to work with me, especially intuitive guidance. So I'll explain to you that, and I'll say like, I'm getting the symbolism. This is what it usually means, but however you perceive it, it makes the most sense for you is what Spirit's trying to say. And Beth, like I said, I've closed off my private readings, so you'll have to find a spot. I don't know if there's anything open, but there should be like a couple Wednesdays open. Okay. But that's why I make like the 20 minutes like $80, so you still get something for under $100. So just saying, I try to make so you still can get something under $100. Anyways, what I was saying is, so yeah. I'll call you up, ask your question, I'll answer the best I can. Remember, past, present, future, symbolic, not always literal, sometimes metaphoric. Just validate and keep in mind that, again, possibilities, nothing's written in stone. You have free will, you can take other directions, but a lot of my stuff comes true. Honestly, I get people tell me all the time, this happened, that happened, this happened. So it happens. It happens. Oh, now my chest hurts. What is going on with all you people today? What the hell? I don't know if this is spirit, if I'm having a heart attack, what's going on? Maybe I'm drinking too much coffee, but my heart started hurting now. Okay. Hope I don't have a heart attack on live. Okay. Or you can just do like a live, like when I come on live here, and I go a little bit cheaper here. No, go to the link in the description box, or can one of you guys post the link again? It might be your dad, Sydney. No, the spirit. I can't do the spirit talkers when I'm here. When I'm reading, it's too distracting. So don't pay with super chat because they take 50%. I know. I don't know. I just my heart just started hurting like crazy, and I started coughing. That tells me heart something. So who knows? Maybe your dad will come through. I don't know. I don't have no control. That's what I always tell people. I don't have no control on the information I get or any of it. I don't have no control over it. I was gonna tell you something. Oh, description box, or can someone post the link again for Jenny June Moonwalker, please? But description box, you'll find my link tree. All the ways to pay are in the link tree. I don't know. I feel like I'm having a heart attack, honestly. Like my chest, my back, my shoulder. It's weird. What's hard with me is I can't tell if it's coming from spirit or if it's my own stuff a lot of the times. So, all right. What's your question, Sydney? Am I saying your name right? It's Sydney, right? Thanks, Lizzie. Here's the link. Here's the link, or you can go in the description box. Yeah, we don't. I mean, super chats are okay, like if I'm talking or something like that, but for readings, no, because they take like 50%. Or what is it? Like they take a high percentage. Hey, I'm an Aquarius. Our minds go really fast. And I have ADHD. So sometimes, yeah. They do. They take a lot. Okay. Sydney, where are you? Ready for your question, girl? No, you're okay. You're okay. Okay. Don't worry about it. I don't even know where I'm waiting for her to ask her a question. All right, Sydney, waiting for you to ask her a question, girl. You're first. We're starting. So everybody be ready. Yes. When I call your name, I'll ask for your question. Okay. Go over here. Okay, so they're talking about sometimes like when you get in this space where you're kind of down and out, or you feel like you're down and out, you get kind of like in a negative space. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you kind of like have a negative thinking, which we all do that. We're all humans. But it's like a shift in your thought process and starting to think more positive about your life and about your situation. I feel like will be helpful. Our thoughts create and thoughts become things, so we have to kind of remember that and keep ourselves at a high vibration to attract things into our life. That can always help you. I don't know if you know much about manifesting, but there's lots of ways to manifest. Just look at how to do it correctly. There's also manifestation videos you can watch, or you can listen to while you sleep. There's different ways that you can manifest. So I feel like manifesting and your thoughts will help a lot. As far as actions, like everything happens in the timing it's supposed to happen. So the more we push it, the more it stops. Does that make sense? So the more that we're pushing something, the more that we're actually holding it back, because it's not time for that to happen. Like everything has timing in our life. We can manifest things to happen in a faster timing, but a lot of times it is in divine timing. So if you've been pushing for something like a lot, just ease back on it and just relax on it, okay? And know that it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. As far as your life situation, I don't know, it feels like there's like a lot going on around you. So I don't know, I kind of get like career. I don't know if you're wanting to shift your career. Is this making sense to you? Can you let me know if this makes sense, Sydney? I don't know if you're wanting to shift your career or where the career element is coming in at. Um, right. So that's what I'm saying is like our thoughts become things. So you've got to kind of get that energy moving and remember that things will happen in the time they're supposed to. So you're not stuck. If you start thinking you're stuck, then you're stuck. You have to kind of Okay, so you started a new job yesterday. Okay. That makes sense. How old are you? Sorry. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but come on, dude. But I'm trying to see something real quick because you're like 30-ish or 21. Okay. 21's a really rough time. I don't You felt older to me because I'm getting something like this isn't the only time that things are gonna get hard. I was getting a reference to like your Saturn return. So your Saturn return happens 29-30. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna have to be strong and get yourself through that. Okay. Um, so I'm just telling you that that's coming up. That might be a little bit of a turmoil time. It's a lot. Everybody when they're 29-30, they go through their Saturn return. A lot of times it's tough. And it seems like right now you're trying to Okay, so there's a reference to the job. Okay, the job shift, that's good. You started a new job, that's great. That's I feel like that job is going to be really good, but it's going to shift you into other things. I get like a propel forward. So it might just be that the um like the experience that you need to be propelled forward in life. Okay, I'm getting that like propelling feeling. Like this is going to be it's going to be a good job for you, but it's going to propel you onto new and better things. Okay, so believe that because that's what they're telling me. The next 6 months. Okay, so I feel like this up and down thing with you, like maybe it's been going a little bit of up and down, but it's like there's a reference to the next 6 months. There's going to be a lot more change, but it's going to be good change. Okay, so we don't learn from anything that isn't changing, and we don't grow from things that aren't changing. And when we're at 21, there's a certain return that or it's like 19, 20, 21, something like that. We're learning, we're growing, we're trying to find our place in the world. All right. So that's another thing you have to do is be very patient with yourself because you're trying to find where you belong. Does that make sense? Um, Also, there's something about moving. Okay, I'm getting a reference to a car. I don't know if you like are learning to drive, thought about buying a car, um, looking for a car or something like that. There's something about a car that's coming in, and I don't really know the reference to that. Only you would know, so you'll have to validate that for me. There's a reference to a place to live. I don't know if you're looking for, if you're moving or if you just moved, or there's a reference to maybe going to a place with roommates. Also, I don't know if you've thought about, oh, you're losing your car. Okay. Sorry about that. But know that rejection is protection and redirection. There might be a bigger reason for that. Okay. So sometimes things happen, they fall apart so that things can fall together. All right. What is it about the apartment and the roommate? So I'm getting a reference to an apartment and a roommate, or a housing situation and a roommate. And then, okay, so is that your roommate? Is your brother? But do you still currently have your car? Like, I understand. So when we're stressed, though, our vibration goes down, right? So when our vibration goes down, we can't attract things. So I know it's hard when we're like stuck in like a really bad situation, a really tough situation. It's hard not to. Okay, so you do have your car. Okay, is there a way you, like, what about like Uber Eats or anything like that? Can you do any of that stuff? I'm not saying Uber because like people kind of scare me with like the Uber things and stuff, or Lyft, but like where you deliver food, where you deliver groceries, can you do any of that? Like for extra income? Because I know that you can get those jobs like really quick. It's just an idea. Okay. It's coming out as like an idea to make some quick cash. Sign up for one of those things to see if that's a job you can get. That's like a good extra income. Okay. If you can't use your car, you know, there's like, you have to go through like a check thing. I don't know if they'll let you use your brother's car. Um, Also, I would see if, have you talked to the finance company or whoever you have your car with? Like, have you tried to get like a little bit more time? Like maybe put a little bit down and be like, I can have a little bit more in a couple weeks, because it's coming across as like you could use your car to make the extra income. I don't know if they'll let you use your brother's. You could check it out. They might. I think for Uber you can't, but maybe for like Uber Eats or like delivering something. Delivering people makes me more nervous than like delivering things. Because that's kind of coming in as a good way for like extra income besides the job that you got. Another thing that's coming in is if you are not already asking for state assistance. I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, whenever you get a car, I don't know, maybe your brother, maybe it's something your brother can do. I don't know. But it's coming across as like they're like delivering would be like quick cash, like delivering something. So either your brother does it, you do it. Like there's something about that that's coming in as far as making some extra money, getting ahead. All right. Then I would take your job and start saving towards a car. They have cars on marketplace, things like that. So that's what you can do like in time. You can manifest what you want. Manifest your car, visualize your car, write down what you want, say it before you go to sleep, and put it under your pillow and sleep. That's another way, or you can play the meditations while you sleep. Like you can manifest this stuff. But you have to believe in the manifestation. Like you can't have a negative outlook and then manifest. You have to like have a positive outlook and try to have a positive vibration. All right. So something else that's coming in, I don't know if you've asked for state assistance or you've gone in for some kind of assistance, because it feels like there's assistance that you need to look into for, it doesn't have to be forever. Okay. Yeah, but these are manifestation meditations. So they're different. You literally put them on while you sleep and it helps you manifest. But you have to kind of shift your mindset. Like you have to get it in a higher rate. Like you have to believe in it, because there's people that manifest and then they think negatively about it and they can't manifest. So those are just some ideas to do. Now, there's something coming in about looking for assistance. So I don't know if you have looked for assistance, but I feel like it would help you in some way, because also with those assistants, they have like places that can help you with your job and help you with schooling for a job. Okay. Because it's coming in that you can get some assistance. Okay. It's all right. the place that you get food stamps for, that's probably why that's coming in. Can you talk to them about, did you get your job through them, or is there any kind of training that they could send you to for a better job? Because I would also look for grants or something, like if you want to go to school. Depending on if you have any dreams and goals and what your aspirations is. What a good thing to do is to sit down and make a list of all the things that you want to accomplish and all the things that you want to do, and start working towards that list. See what Alicia's saying. I don't know anything about that. I've never heard of that before, but that's interesting. I think they also have what's it called? Charities that like give cars. Okay. See, because that's what I'm getting, is like some kind of program to get you to go back to school. Yes. That's exactly what I'm thinking of. Because they will literally pay for you to go to school or training or whatever. And sometimes they help you find a better job. And sometimes they give you internships. So something you need to look into. So I would ask, like she's saying, the WOI program, IA program, or usually at your state office, WOIA. Okay, WOI. You guys know what I'm talking about when I'm explaining it, right? I don't know what it's called. But yes, that's basically what I'm talking about. Okay, so make sure you write that down, Sydney. Okay. Now keep in mind, again, you're 21, you're just starting. It's going to be a growth. Okay. They will also help you with your GED at that. I think the WIA program or the states. You need to look into programs near you to help you. That's basically what I'm getting at. Besides food stamps, there's other programs that can help you guys. I think there's like rental assistance and stuff too. What state are you in? They paid for my HR certification. I was employed this one. Yeah. I think there are places that will also help you, like adult schools and stuff, that will also help you with your GED. Okay. But it's like you need to look for programs. That's what they're saying. Like, it's okay to ask for help. You're young, you're just getting started. You can always be propelled forward out of that, getting help. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to stay there forever. So you'll grow, but sometimes we need help. We all need help. Okay. So that's what I'm getting, is like these programs. Like, you've got to check out these programs, like FAFSA for college, federal. Okay, as long as you get approved, you don't use funds inappropriately, you can apply to any college. But she needs adult school for GED. Okay, yes. See, rental assistance. You got to start looking at these programs. All right. I feel bad now. I even paid for a question. So, are you seeing these comments? Please write the stuff down, because it's coming across that you need to ask. Besides the doing all that stuff, like, you need to look at programs to try to find help until you get on your feet. There should be more than just food stamps available to you. And even when you start your job, you're still going to be able to get food stamps for a little bit. You'll still be able to get assistance because you have to build up. You know what I mean? And you might have to have another job besides that. So that's where, like, the cars coming in, like the extra income for delivering food, delivering groceries, like they have those things too, that people make good money doing that, tips and stuff. Also, it's kind of coming in for, like, if you have to get an extra job, do something like a waitress, or a lot of times you can start off as like a hostess and move to a waitress, because you're getting tips, you're getting the extra tips. Okay, I always did waitressing. The tips are what got me through. So you can make a lot of money doing tips. Even if you don't know how to do it, sometimes we'll train you, and sometimes you'll start off as a hostess and whatnot. So I hope you're writing all this stuff down, right, Cindy? Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's why I picked it up. All right. That makes sense. Perfect. That's going to help you a lot. That's what I mean, like the propelling forward. This job's going to help propel you forward. All right. Just remember to try your best to think as positive as you can. I know that it's hard. We're human. We will have those downtimes. Do whatever you can to raise your vibration the most that you can. because raising that vibration is going to help you attract more into your life. But please seek out these programs that these people are writing in this chat. Check them out. Google. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You're just starting out. It's okay. That's why the programs exist. Okay. That's why it's coming up. There might even be one that will help you get your car, like she said, help you get your car fixed or whatever, because it's coming up like you need a car. All right. And again, see, write all this stuff down, girl. Write all these things down. Okay. So all these programs will help you. Your job, if you have to get kind of an extra thing or take extra hours. And then again, also something about, like, I think you can do that on extra time. So either your brother can do it, I don't know what his record is or whatever, or you can do it, and you can, like, they have a thing where I can't do it out here because they don't have it out here, which kind of sucks. Like, if you're in a rural area, they don't have it. But I can't remember. It's like they have Uber Eats, they have it's one where you go, like, you deliver groceries. Like, there's different ones like that. Right. But there's places that will help you fix your car. That's what she's saying. So check into that and see if anybody will help you fix your car. There you go. Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, WIOA, in your state. They include transportation, bus cards if needed. Instacart. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Thank you. I was like, I knew that was trying to think of what it was called. Instacart and like Uber Eats is like any kind of delivery thing, like just for extra stuff, and you can do your own hours. Like if you need extra money, you have that, but you got to have a car. So work on getting your car fixed first. Amazon, just make sure it's legit. Of course, we're here to help. You're part of the Vibe Tribe now, Psychic Sleuth Vibe Tribe. So that's what we do here. I'll tell you what I'm seeing, and they'll tell you what I mean. DoorDash, right? Amazon pickup. My cousin's wife did it. It was almost $40 an hour. That's what Lizzie says. So check that out too. Yeah, I think by the end of the year, maybe. There's something about, like, this next 6 months is gonna be transitional for you. Okay, so if you do any of this stuff that we're telling you or we're describing to you, you can really transition yourself within the next 6 months. And by the end of the year, you're gonna be so far, like, you're not gonna even realize it. But just remember and be patient with yourself that you are 21. You are starting out. I did not know where I was at 21. I was I was working at a strip club, waitressing. I had like 3 jobs. But like, and then I was like pregnant at 22. We won't go there. But anyways, we don't know what we're doing at 21. Like, none of us did. We're all just starting out. We're trying to find our groove and where we belong in the world. And it's okay to use these type of programs to get started and to jumpstart yourself. So get your GED, check into all these programs. I hope you wrote them all down. If you have to pick up extra hours for waitressing, do that. Make sure you always have a smile and you're always happy, and you'll get more tips. And what was the other thing? Look into, like, once you get your car fixed and everything, I don't know. You can see if you can use your brother's car. You might be able to. I don't know. I don't know what the laws are on that. I understand. I think he's here, but I think he's helping with this guidance because I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Like, unless it's my own stuff, and I am having a heart attack. I'm very sorry for your loss. It's very hard when you're young to lose your dad. You lose your dad or your parent like that. So just know, I do have to tell you that your dad is always there for you, no matter what. On the other side, it's just not here physically, but he's always walking by you as you walk through life, and he's always there for you. So just know that, okay? So make sure you use all the resources available for yourself. The WIA program helped me. It was employment office. I used their computers to apply for jobs. They sent me a job. I think the waitressing is going to be good for her though. Like I think it'll get her going, but resources are great. And I would also, again, yes, Waterfall makes a good point. I would check the eviction. Like, I don't know if you're like losing the house. Like, it might be. Is it because he's behind on payments, or is it he renting it? Because it feels more like he's behind on payments. But still, check your laws for evictions and losing houses and stuff like that. Yeah, rescheduling programs for debts. So check out. You need to be using those resources and taking advantage of them. That's why they have them. Okay. Don't feel bad about it. You'll get on your feet. Don't promise you. This is going to be transformative for you. I can't even talk. Transformative for you. So at least these next 6 months, you're going to be rebuilding your life. Again, this new job, and you're going to try all these programs, and you're going to try to make some extra money with, you're going to look into that. So all of this, plus the manifesting and trying to be in a good state of mind and energy, it's going to propel you forward. By the end of the year, you're going to have come really far. Oh, you're renting. Okay. So I would check for, like she said, like check the laws in your area. Okay. Because there are laws. She's in Georgia, I think. But you can check out churches. Sometimes churches will help. Okay, that's good. Well, as long as he's working with you, that's really good. But still make sure you know your laws. But working with you is always wonderful. She's not in Texas, though. As long as her like landlord's working with her, 500 isn't too bad. And I promise you, the better you get at waitressing, the more tips you're going to bring in and the more you'll be able to help. But I promise you, your dad is looking out for you and smiling at you, and he's proud of you because you continue to go. Like, he knows it hasn't been an easy situation, but you're continuing to go on. A lot of people, sometimes when they get in that grief, they get stuck, or something happens in their life and they kind of like fall down and give up. You're not doing that. You're continuing to go forward. Oh, if you decided to move, she's saying, okay. But make sure you write all this down. So, your dad is always there. He might not be there physically, but he's always there in spirit, and he's proud of you. You have to know that he loves you and he's proud of you, because that connection never ends, and you're just doing the best that you can, and you've continued to go. Like, you've continued to be strong, and no matter how many times you fall, you keep getting up. So it's time for a change, and this will be a transformative year for you. Next year will be even better. So, yeah. I mean, I will look into all this stuff, and I think you'll be in a better state. You'll be in a better place. You got all that? I know, I understand. It is hard, and especially when you're young, it's hard. But just know you still have a life to live here, and he still wants you to live your life. And so, he still wants you to live your life. He still wants you to keep going. And if not for yourself, then for him. But you need to be doing it for yourself. So do it for both of you, him and you. But remember, like, when you start getting down and start giving up, remember that you're stronger than that. So he doesn't want you sad and upset. Like, he's having a blast on the other side, a great time on the other side. And that love never goes away. So he'll be right behind you, pushing you as you go through life. So just, take that, hold him in your heart. If you can sell blood, she's saying sell blood, sell plasma. I don't know. Some people like to do that. It's extra money. You can always go on without him. Remember, he had his life path and you have yours. This is your life path. This is your life to live, and he wants you to live it to the best of your ability. He doesn't want you feeling that way because it's not your time. Like, you're here because you're supposed to be here. Remember that you chose the soul path. So if you learn about soul contracts and all those kind of things, like, you chose to have the soul contract with him, and you chose to have the soul contract with all the other people that you do, and you chose to be here at this time in this place for whatever reason. You're going to make your mark on the world, but that's why you can't give up, because you've got to keep going forward. You got to keep moving forward. And do it because this is your soul journey, your soul path, and you're here for a reason. So, you got to keep going, realizing we chose this. No matter how hard your life may be, because sometimes it'll get really hard. Like your Saturn return might be tough. All right. We choose it to learn. I mean, we have to look at things as life as a school. Okay. And we are here to play a role on this stage. Good, bad. There always has to be. We always have to learn things. And sometimes we got to learn them hard. Like sometimes people choose harder life lessons than others because they want to evolve more. They want to learn more and grow more. I actually have a soul contract video. You can watch Tragedy by Design. Those are it's a Life to the Afterlife series on YouTube. I always suggest that because it talks about soul contracts. They also have like I Died Now What. You can look at that for your dad and see like what's going on, and what happens when they go to the other side and all of that. So remember that we're just a spirit having a human experience. When our human experience is done, we go to the other side. But we choose soul life paths because when we're on the other side, we're looking down and we're saying, look, I know this might seem tough, but I want to do this, this, and this because I want to learn this, this, and this. I want to help. And sometimes it's like I want to help. We have these big cases, right? Where when someone passes or something happens, they have like this huge change. Like there's a new law, there's this, there's that. The world comes together. Like that's part of their soul path, right? But we all have different soul paths. And even though things are tough, sometimes we like your dad chose for him to pass at this time in your life, and you chose it too, because that was part of what you guys needed to go through for whatever lessons you need to learn. On the other side, we understand it more than we do here because as humans, we can't wrap our brains around it, right? But on the other side, we understand the reasoning behind the lessons. And we have to look at school or life as just a school. Like it's just a place we come and we got to learn a lot of shit. And we learn it different ways, different lifetimes. And sometimes it's harder than others. Sometimes it's easier than others. It just depends on what we want to do. So also I would suggest one day, and Chastity is a good one to do this, is have your astrology chart read because it'll help you with a lot of different things. Astrology is wonderful. It aligns with your blueprint. So, Chastity, whenever you can afford it, whenever you get ahead, check in with her. She's Luminary Luna Beams. Have your chart done. It'll help you to see, where you're going in life, what your potentials are, all of that. So, we just choose different paths for different reasons, whatever we want to learn. Just know that you chose this, even though it's hard sometimes, you still chose it. But that just shows that you thought you were strong enough to handle it when you were on the other side. You might not feel that way when you're here because we're humans and we're like, what the hell did I choose this for? But I promise you'll get through it. I've gone through a lot in my life, and I'm 42 now. And when I was 21, I don't know what the hell I was doing or where I was going. I sure as hell didn't know or think I was going to be talking to deceased people when I got to be in my 30s. So, you know what I mean? I sure did not think that. I'm not getting that she needs to be a surrogate, guys. Like seriously, what I explained to her, she'll work just fine. She'll get on her path. And like whatever you want to do in life, follow your passion, reach for your goals. Whatever your passion is what your purpose is. So whatever you're passionate about, find a way to monetize that. Whatever you're passionate about, go to school for that. There's lots of programs out there to pay for school. I don't know where medical's coming in with you, but I don't know if you've always wanted to go in the medical field. That includes all of it, mental health and all of it. Like any part of medical field, I'll pick it up. So I don't know if you ever wanted to do that, but that might be something to consider. There's lots of programs out there that are accelerated programs that are also that can also be paid for and stuff through programs. So that might be something to look into. But I'm not telling her to do that. All the other stuff I said is going to be just fine. She doesn't need to carry a kid for 9 months, guys. Come on. Literally, Jesus. I mean, she could get a new car with that, but still, go through a lot of stuff for that anyways. Well, I think that her, like, they're only $500 behind, and they're working with her, so I think she'll be okay. I don't know. Did the medical thing make sense to you? I keep getting medical filled around me for some reason. I don't know why, but there's all different ways you can go. You can go to X-ray, you can go to um ultrasound, you know what I mean? Like, there's all different things included in that area. So, you'll get there, but the better of a waitress you are, one thing I can tell you about being a waitress is be very attentive and very bubbly. Like, nice, sweet. Okay, people like when you're nice and sweet. You can make them laugh a little bit. Make sure if there's like a man and a woman, you always address the woman first, and make sure that they always have water or a drink, whatever they're drinking, and make sure you don't make them wait long, and they're always attentive, not too attentive, but attentive. So that's just some pointers on being a waitress. I was a pretty good waitress. I actually miss it. If I could be on my feet that long, but and some people that are waitresses get into bartending and all of that, but I mean, you find your passion. I don't know if you're interested in medical, but it's something to hang on to, because I'm getting that around you for real in some form. So, whatever your passion is, follow it. All right, I hope that was helpful. See what I mean? I'm usually very in-depth here. Hope that was helpful. Email me and let me know how you're doing, okay? thepsychicsleuth@gmail.com. You can find all the stuff's in the description box below. Just email me and let me know how you're doing. I'd like to know how you're doing. Okay? If you need any more help, email me. I'll be happy to help you. All right? Okay. Make sure you wrote all that down. If you have to scroll back through, because I couldn't keep up. All right, Sydney. Hopefully that was helpful. Please keep me up to date and let me know if you need anything else. Okay. Uncomfortably numb. You're next. You're welcome, Sydney. Good luck. Yeah, and let me know if you need anything else. Just email me. Thank you. I try. I hope it was helpful. Please, and good luck on your new job. I think it's funny I picked up waitressing. It'll be good. It'll be good. Why does my arm hurt so bad? What the hell is going on with this arm? I haven't done anything with it. I don't understand. Well, that all comes down to mindset. So we get in this mindset where we're like, I don't know what I want to do. Blah, blah, blah. You have to find out what you really love in life, what you really want to do, whether that be, you start off with something small and you go bigger. So you have to find your purpose. Spirit sometimes will tell me what that is, but sometimes they want you to find it on your own. So if you're looking at like, oh, I have to find this purpose to look forward to something, like, you really have to kind of take a look at your life and see why you're so unhappy. So, and I say that lovingly, okay? So, it starts with us, and it starts with our vibration as to how we start looking at things and evolving and all of that. So, really, if you're feeling that way, you're probably in a lower vibration. And I'm getting like you're on I like feel like you're just like on this, I don't know if it's just like in a kind of a negative mindset, or you're just like on a lower vibration and people are bringing you down kind of thing. And maybe you've had some things lately that have kind of made you feel that way, like you're not really sure what you want to do with your life. it's like I feel like you need to get that vibration higher. So the way that we do that is 1, meditation, 2, we can sing, 3, we can clear our chakras. Like it feels like your chakras are pretty cloudy, and that's your energy center. So when they're cloudy, you're cloudy. Um and because you need to get some inspiration somewhere. And music, dancing around, like watching a funny movie, anything that makes you happy, going outside, hugging a tree will ground you. So it's going to start with your vibration, okay? And then you have to say, well, what do I really love? um because it feels like, are you creative at all? I mean, our life purpose, we're always living our life purpose. Our passions are our purpose. I mean, we don't always have like a great life purpose every life. Like we're just here like to learn and grow. But we all have like a light, like stuff we're supposed to do, yes. So wherever you're drawn to, that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. Well, it's coming across that maybe you need to get a little creative. Because even if you're not good at it, you might find something creative that you like to do, whether that be, and you can um what's the word I'm looking for? Um, that's also a form of meditation. So even if you don't end up selling it or anything like that, like making jewelry, making paintings, whatever that may be, find some kind of creative something, because it's almost like when we're doing anything creative, we're tapping into that other intuitive side of us and that meditation side of us, okay? So that's what they're talking about, is trying to find something that you really like to do that's creative, no matter what that is. Okay? Everybody has a passion. You always have a passion. So, you know, you have to figure out what that is. And you can't say you don't have a passion, because you're always going to be passionate about something. You're always going to have something that you're geared towards. Like, that you're pulled towards. Like some people might be pulled towards medical, some people might be pulled towards animals, some people might be pulled towards astrology, some people might be pulled towards tarot cards, some people might be pulled towards social work, some people might be pulled towards like nonprofits. Like whatever you're pulled towards is what you're supposed to be doing. So you can't sit here and say I don't have a passion for nothing at all in my life. Like there's not anything I like or I want to do, because everybody has likes and dislikes in their life. Like there's and if you don't know what that is, you need to sit down and really think about what you really like, what you really love in life. Um because sometimes spirit will straight up and tell me like medical, veterinary, blah blah blah, and sometimes they won't, because they want you to figure it out. Like sometimes it's the journey on how you get there. But and even if you monetize those passions, like I don't know, they're just talking about you getting creative, like tapping into things you've never done before. Because and I also feel like you need to go on a walk or do some exercise, get out in nature, because they're showing me like you need to go on a walk. So when's the last time like you went on a walk or went out in nature? Because it comes across like you're just like kind of stuck in the same old stuff, doing the same old thing, and you're kind of like you're stuck, like you're like depressing yourself. Does that make sense? Like your vibration feels low. First of all, you got to work on your vibration and your chakras and get them higher. Second of all, you need to find something that you really want to try, like creatively. And that doesn't even, you don't even have to be good at it. Just something fun to do. Tapping into your creativity, tapping into your, um, like your, that part of your brain. Well, no, I could have been tapping into you, because sometimes I do that, but I also was getting that with her. She just might not know it yet. Um, Okay. So when's the last time like you took time for yourself and you did self-care and you took a walk? Or you tried to raise your vibration, or you did something you really love? Like you took yourself out to dinner, or you had a little dance and a little sing. Like when is the last time you've done that? Because it seems like your vibration's a little low, and that's why you feel stuck. I don't know what mycology is. But yeah, I could have been. I sometimes I do that where I pick up on the next person. That's possible. So when's the last time you've done like self-care? Because that's coming in, like self-care and vibration. Like when we feel like we're stuck in life and we're not moving, it's because we're kind of like stuck like in the same vibration and the same like we're not doing like self-love, self-care. You know what I mean? Like we have to do that too. Um and then things will move. But um what is mycology? I mean, that's a new hobby, but I keep getting like creative stuff for you. So even if you don't sell it or do anything with it, sit down and paint something, sit down and draw something, make a freaking necklace or bracelet, like whatever it may be, paint some rocks. Like you know, I don't know. I'm just getting like you need to get creative because it's gonna like help like raise your vibration and make you happy. Like do some mushroom stone. I'm just kidding. Like, um just like a new creative hobby that's coming in. Um But you're gonna have to tell me what mycology is because I have no idea what that is. My list is closed. Jamie down for tonight. Oh, you were talking about Alicia mushrooms. Okay, that makes sense. I got it. I thought she was telling him to do some mushrooms. I was like, yeah, do some mushrooms. Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay. All right. I got. Okay, I get it. But maybe you want to paint the mushrooms. Like I totally get the hobby for that. Okay, I totally get that. But you're talking about like a creative hobby. Okay? And when's the last time you walked in nature? When's the last time you like did something like that? Like self-love, self-care, took time for yourself. It feels like you're always giving to everybody else, but you're not giving to yourself. You know what I mean? So we have to do self-care so we can take care of other people. If you're doing mental health and you're doing medical health, then you still have to take care of yourself as well. So that's a great like extra hobby or whatever you want to do. But they're talking about something creative. I keep seeing you like fucking paint the mushrooms. I don't know, like put them on rocks. I don't know. Like something creative, you know. Okay, well, yeah, paint them. It's just something like to get that part of your mind moving, okay? Because it's almost like I don't, we have different hemispheres in our brain and it's like also that'll bring us like doing anything creative is also meditative and it's also like cuz a lot of people can't meditate. So, doing something creative when you're stuck in that zone, you're I don't know how to explain it. You'll love it once you start doing. Just find something you love. I don't like I said, fucking paint them. I don't know. Watch them grow and paint them. I mean, whatever you want to do. Self-care is really important. So, if you don't take care of yourself, one, your vibration is going to go low, and two, you're going to feel like you're stuck. Things will move when you start moving and raising your vibration and getting in that frame of mind. Because right now, you're in kind of a negative mindset, and that's I'm stuck. That's a negative mindset, right? Once we start thinking negatively and we're in a negative mindset, we stop everything. We stop our growth and we do get stuck. So, and I say this with love, get the hell out of the house, go for a walk, go to a spa, do whatever you need to do to self care. Work on your chakras, specifically the lower chakras, because that's where, like sometimes we need it if we're feeling kind of stuck. I promise you things will get along better. Now, also it feels like if you are not, I don't know, have you thought about like do you currently work what is an RT? Isn't that registered technician? What did you say you were doing? Registered Yeah, exactly. You're isolating yourself. That's what I'm getting. It's like you need to like get out of stuff, out and do stuff. Grow magic ones and microdose them. Yeah, why not? What was I thinking? What were you saying? You were an RT? What's that? Respiratory therapist. Okay, thank you. I should know that. I went to school for respiratory therapist. Oh, stupid. Okay. And I quit because I couldn't handle it. I started for my grandma and I quit. So, I mean, I was gonna say, do you do the home care respiratory therapist? Because like they have like a home care, like traveling respiratory therapy. Like I've seen that. Or I don't know if that's an option, like to kind of switch things up for you, because it feels like it's the same thing every day and you're getting kind of tired of that. I get it. I get it. It's respiratory therapy. I should have known that. I went to school for 9 months for that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this? You're hospital based. Okay, I'm getting like if you can look into like traveling to people's homes and doing it, like you might like that. Something to look into. So I definitely feel like, again, self-care, raising your vibration, get into something creative, go for a damn walk, hug a damn tree, and look into branching out into doing like home-based respiratory care, stuff like that. Like if you want to. That's just an idea that's coming in. I keep seeing you go into people's houses. So in case you're tired of being in the hospital, that might be something. No, I get that, but sometimes change is good. Okay. So I'm not saying you hate your job or you hate being a respiratory therapist or any of that. But sometimes when our energy isn't working out with the place that we're working at, we can feel stuck. And that could be in any ways, leadership or whatever, but you can't usually do anything about that. So sometimes when our energy, it's time to move on to something else, we'll feel stuck. So it's almost like you're being forced to move. Okay. So spirit will make you feel uncomfortable, or the universe will make you feel uncomfortable until you move. They're trying to tell you to move. So I keep getting like you go into people's houses. Okay? So look into that too. So those are some things that will help you. But I don't care if you paint your damn mushrooms, go to a spa. You need to do self-care at least once a week. You're not taking care of yourself. It feels like you're taking care of everybody else but yourself. And when you get in that low vibration, you feel stuck. Besides the fact that you kind of feel stuck in your job and that's why like it's almost like they make you uncomfortable so that you make a change, but only you can make that change. No one else can make that change for you. Only you can. So you have to decide to make the change, but doing all this other stuff is going to get you to go. Yoga, I mean, whatever. There's a yoga thing here with a sound bath I would love to go to, and like it's free, but you can do donations. But it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. You guys see me getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning to go into that? Not, but I probably should. But like, find something like that where you can be around, like you can go out, get yourself out of the house. Like we get in the house sometimes and we just get depressed. Like if you don't have anything that you're loving. Like I love being home. I'm a homebody. But I also have things to keep me busy and things to do. So it's like, yeah, go hug a damn tree. Okay? Who cares? They're tree spirits. It feels wonderful. I don't care if they think you're a hippie. I think like paint, like go to like Michael's or something and look for like, like paints that you would paint with. I don't know if you want to paint rocks. I don't know why that's coming in, like rocks or paper. You're gonna paint mushroom. Keep seeing like the mushrooms, like she was showing, like the little, like the red ones with the little dots. Like mushrooms are big right now. Like who knows what you can do with that? But who knows? You might even come up with like a slogan or something. I don't know. But I don't know nothing about painting acrylic, okay? So, yeah, self-care, raising your vibration, getting unstuck, moving around in your career. So, get going. Get going and start taking care of yourself more. I usually go to bed at 8, honestly. Okay. Probably die doing yoga anyways. So I hope that was helpful and it made sense to you, and that, and if you feel like you want to journal something, I don't know if you journal now, but journaling wouldn't be bad to get everything out. But they're really, really focusing on your energy and your like your self-care routine, and like going for a walk and like getting out. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? You might start an Etsy shop of mushrooms. You don't know. Like, you might start painting these mushrooms and they might have all these personalities, and you might put them on an Etsy shop. Like, you don't know. You don't know where it's gonna go. So, but I keep seeing you going in people's houses and doing the respiratory therapy stuff. So that might be something to look in, and maybe you can transfer it slowly. Like, you keep your job, you do that secondly, and then when you get really good on that, you drop the other one. Because I really feel like the reason why you feel stuck is you don't love the place that you work. You love what you do, but not with the place that you work. So it might be better for you to like do something like look into it, research it first, and see how much they make. What you have to do. Check into it. Apply for it. If you get the job, it's meant to be. Anything meant for us will never pass us by. Making myself hungry, man. And I bet you my taco's freaking soggy again. Somebody like smoking or something to make me make me hungry. Maybe you need to do yoga again, Lizzie. Yeah, get some yoga. The thing is you've got to get the energy moving in your body. That's the thing. That's what they're like, walk, yoga, stretching, blah blah blah. Like, get going. Go and get yourself a damn massage. Go get some energy healing. Um, go get a face mask. Like, I don't know. Go take a bath in your like just chill with candles. Like, just do some self-care. Go get your like hair done. Get a new look. We always feel better when we've got a new look, right? Um, okay. Well, think about doing that. So I keep seeing you go in homes. That would be elderly. So however that fits you. Yeah. It's something to consider and look into for sure. Same. So, I'm getting like, you need to go get your hair and get done and like get a new look and stuff, because I feel like it's gonna make you like vibrant. Okay, well, if you come back on by the time that I'm still here, come back on and get your question. Otherwise, just email me. I'll put you on my list. I'm gonna get everything knocked out, so I hope it won't take long to get to you. So you can always do that as well. All right. Um, so something to consider, like, you might have a pension there, but you might hate where you work. So it'd be nice to what was I gonna say? Okay. So you might hate where you work. You might make twice the money there. So is it worth like having twice the money, making your own pension, saving your own money, and dropping the job that you hate? Like, that might be something you might think about. Or maybe they offer better benefits. Like, it might be something, that you look like you change. Like, I would look into it and see. Like, you might make more, but I keep seeing you go into houses, so that could also be volunteering. Whatever way that makes your heart happy, makes you passionate, is what you need to be doing. Okay? Paint the damn mushrooms, go yoga, go for a walk, hug a tree, and um what else did I say? Go get your hair done. I'm getting that, literally. Go do a change. And you know how we always feel wonderful when we have a change, like in our hair. I remember when I was getting my hair like blue and purple, and I loved it, but I can't keep it up. But like, just go get a new haircut, get a new hair dye job. Like, you will feel fresh and vibrant. Jenny, I don't want to have to come looking for you. Be careful. Yeah, I wouldn't go to the front. I would call the front desk, like they're saying. I really don't want to I don't want them calling me and be like, "Hey, can you find Jenny now? She's missing." Come on, girl. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that was help. I want to see a picture of your new hair. Oh, okay. I missed that. Awesome. Okay, there you go. It'll make you feel like a brand new woman. It is funny I pick up random stuff like that, for real. I'm not, I must be psychic or something. And I don't know if the medical doesn't end up working for her. It might be an interconnect with my questions. Medical for you, medical for her. Maybe she does something medical. Maybe she does something medical, but you had medical. So maybe that's why I picked it up early. I do that sometimes. So no, not you. Not you, Jamie Dawn. The other one. I have to tell you funny. I'll tell you something funny. Just Tracy. Okay. Speaking of, this will be really quick. Herbal essences moment. So we were in high school. I have this video somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I didn't bring it with me, but when we were in high school, I had like I was in this video thing where you had to like make videos. It was like a video editing thing. Like it was like on the regular tapes that you put in the VCR, right? And we decided we were going to do an herbal essences commercial and we used guys instead of girls. So we had guys in the locker room where they were washing their hair with herbal essences and they're going, ooh, ah. It was funny. I swear it should have been a real commercial, and then they come out and they were like good at basketball or whatever. But that just reminded me of that. I don't know. It's kind of funny. All right, Maui girl, you're next. See, I need what do you call it? These drinks every day. I wish I could get these drinks every day because they make me wired. I know, I do remember that because we had hot guys doing it. She just said her blessings, isn't it? Like totally jogged my memory for that. I mean, it was like 20 years ago. It should have been a real commercial. Maui girl, it's your turn. I'm telling you, it's because I had the drink. I had the drink with the espresso, and I've been hyped up ever since. But I gotta hold my Zuri tonight, so. No, just espresso. Espresso and energy drinks. And yeah, I do have a wish list, guys, in case you guys want to buy me energy drinks. I do have a wish list. Peach vibe is the vibe. Peach vibe Celsius is my vibe. Oh, I have a drink. I go to this drink place in Benson whenever I had to go get hay and stuff today. That's why I'm broke. So I had to go get hay and stuff today, and they have like this little place. They already have my drink like making and everything as soon as they see my car, and they have the dog's pup cup and everything. Anyways, it's like chai tea with 2.5 shots of espresso, some brown sugar squirts, and half and half. That would be great, Jaded Empath. I would so appreciate that. Celsius peach vibe. It's on my wish list in my description box. Yes, in the chai tea. It's good. I only do 2.5, so it doesn't taste too much like espresso. It's so good. And then they put like cinnamon and stuff on the top. I think it's like cinnamon and nutmeg or something on the top of it. That's bomb. Okay, we got one question, so I need you to do one question and make it more specific. Because that's like 3 questions. I mean, we could go into 3 questions, but it's like I want to tap in. What do you want to know most about? We don't like love here. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't have a time limit on those, and like I said, these other people have been waiting quite a while for their questions. Like, I actually feel guilty coming on doing that without finishing those. So I'm gonna get those done hopefully Friday or next week. Next week, my schedule is lightening way up, so I'm gonna be able to finally get to things that I'm behind on. So if you don't mind waiting, you can always do that. It's $20. Do you really want one, Maui girl? Like, seriously, you don't want one. You don't want one. I mean, family maybe, but a person, no. I'm just playing with you. I just been single. I've been single so long. I'm just like, are you sure you want to go there? All right. I understand people really want that right now or in their life. Okay. Yeah, just email me. Email me the question because I'm not doing any more questions. I'm trying to get, I think I got a couple more. Well, let me see. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. All right. I got to get down to business here. One of my favorite questions in the world. Okay. So the thing with the thing with relationships is it's always divine timing. And I predict a lot of relationships, but it's kind of hard to predict because it's really based on free will and like energy. Like, we attract when our vibe is high and it's time, like, we'll attract that person that's like we're supposed to attract. So do you mind me asking your age? Because I don't know. Like, I feel like you're like, I keep getting like a reference to, like, I get 35 a lot. So it has me questioning it. So I don't know if you're past 35 or you're before 35. I don't really know. Because you're talking about like babies, right? When you say family, or do you mean just like family in general? Okay, you're in your late 30s. Did something happen around 35 that was like significant for you? I pick up that age a lot. And that's why I always question it. Sometimes it's like things in the past, and sometimes it's another. Okay. Sometimes. Okay. No, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure like it was like a kid situation. So same thing with kids. Like, remember that we always put in our blueprint who we're gonna meet and when we're gonna have kids and all. Like, it's already in our blueprint. So, but did something specifically happen relationship wise or in your life around 35? Because I'm trying to find out why I've got that number for you. And I do have to tell you, the more you don't look for it, that doesn't mean you don't make yourself available. But the more you don't look for it, the more it will come to you. So a lot of times people will push, push, push. I want, I want, I want. And they will literally stop the energy. Um, okay, no, this is like 35. So it's like event in your life at 35, or a relationship that didn't work out, something in 35. Just think about it, because I've been getting that a lot tonight, but okay, still think about it, because there's something, I don't know why it's coming in about something at 35. So, and whether it was someone you're dating or whatever, I don't know. So again, we can manifest this kind of stuff, and we can put this out to the universe that we're ready for this. It's important to like open up our heart chakra, heal our heart chakra. Like, that's coming in, so that might be a little closed off. There might be love blocks as well. But again, it's all going to come down to, when you're not looking, you'll find it. Okay. So usually when we're never looking for it is when we end up meeting that one. Was that when you were 35? Is that what you were saying? Yeah, exactly. So it's the minute you stop looking. But I'm getting like within the next 2 years. Do you like the milk chocolates? That can be like any like ethnicity that's like darker skinned. Because I'm getting like darker features. Right. Well, you still have to like make yourself available. Like you can't just like I'm not saying like you don't like you're not I don't know, dating apps. I'm like, they scare the crap out of me now. Okay. So I just watched too much true crime. Making yourself available and trying to attract it. Like putting yourself out there. So meeting groups, single groups, things like like they're not going to be dropped on your doorstep. You know what I mean? So you still have to make yourself available and put it out to the universe that you want that. And again, I'm getting heart chakra and love blocks. So the way that you can do that is there's lots of like and you have to also realize like you're worthy and you're ready and all that and put it out to the universe as well. You can manifest it, write down what you want, put it under your pillow. That'll let the universe know that you're ready for it, because sometimes we think we're ready but we're not. Like self-love is really important. Raising our vibration is really important, because and then we kind of just like let it go, because not everybody's gonna be meant to have like you didn't not saying this you in particular, but not everybody is meant to have a family or have a husband or do any of that in our younger years or at all. Sometimes we choose in our blueprints to be single, and sometimes we choose to do certain things in our life. So but I keep getting like YouTube, like there's love block like meditations you can do, and your heart chakra, like opening up your heart chakra. Now again, do you like ethnic looking men? Because I keep getting a reference to darker skin tone, darker eyes, darker hair. Like I don't know if that's what you like, but I keep getting a reference to that. Okay. And so you said late 30s, but 38. How old are you now? You don't want to. I'm sorry. You never ask a woman your age. Sorry. But okay. Because I keep getting, and that's why it's like milk chocolate, because he doesn't seem like really dark. But the man I'm getting is dark, or darker features. And sometimes also like whatever you're meant to have, sometimes if we're meant to adopt, we adopt, because and then the baby will come. Like, because we're supposed to get that part of our soul family. Okay, 30, you're 39. Why am I getting like 38? All right. I don't know why I was getting when you were 38. I don't know. It's like I'm getting stuff like past ages for you, which is weird for me. Yeah. Milk chocolate. Yeah, exactly. Like you have to be like no, I'm just saying like sometimes we have to find our soul family in other ways. It's not always through having, like, you can freeze your eggs. A lot of people do that. That might be something you might consider doing. But it always comes when it's supposed to come, and we have to be fully in love with ourselves. Okay, so there's something, like I said, look on YouTube, because there's going to be meditations for this. Your heart chakra, love blocks, and heart chakra, love blocks. There's something else. Incomplete self-love, like someone was saying. I don't know. Did you meet anybody last year at all? I don't know why I would get 38. It's kind of weird. I don't know why I would get like your past ages, unless it's something like significant that happened in your life and like you learned from it, or I'm not really sure. You got to put yourself out there though, because it's not going to like drop on your doorstep. So you can't sit at home and be like, okay, nothing's happening. You know, I wish it worked that way, because let me tell you. So no, it's not alcohol. It, all right. Because I'm getting like the next 2 years for you that someone's gonna come in. This guy that I'm seeing, I can see him, and he's very well put together. He's very different than what you're used to. 5, 6, or 7, 8. He is pretty handsome in my head. Like I said, milk chocolate, darker features. Yeah, don't do online dating. It's dangerous. I mean, now that I see online dating and I see all the crime that I work, I'm like, no, you can't trust anybody. So they're not all like I said, you already chose this person before you came to Earth. So you have to have the faith that when you're meant to meet this person, you will. But that means you have to put yourself out there. Okay? So but I get a reference to like 2 years, but I mean, if you feel like it's going to be too late for you, you can always freeze your eggs just in case. I feel like you'll be okay. I feel like when you finally meet this person, and again, every relationships are really hard because it's always based on free will. Like when you're ready for it, he might not be. Like it's all about energy and timing and all that crap. There's a reference to R. So first, middle, or last R. And I do have to tell you, oh, that's what happened last year. Okay. 38. It's okay. It wasn't meant to be. Okay. Anything that is meant for you will not pass you by. That also comes in relationships. He's supposed to be with that person. You're supposed to be with someone else. Just if you don't tell him something and he's gone and he married someone else, he's supposed to marry that someone else. So you can't like be on that. You know what I mean? Again, clear your love blocks, clear your heart chakra, and manifest, write down what you want, put it under your pillow, and know you can envision what you want as well. There's like meditations for like meeting your soulmate, stuff like that. It's the same thing as meditation. But again, it's only going to happen when it's time. Okay. So you have to remember that. Like this is not your timing. This is the timing of when it's supposed to happen. And you can do all that to kind of help the timing, but still, he might not be ready when you are. You know what I mean? You chose this person before you ever came to Earth. So, but I do have to tell you, the last couple times that I've told people, oh, you're going to meet this person, this is what he looks like, and this is what his initial is. That's what his initial was, and that's what he looked like. So just saying, hang on to R. Hang on to what he's looked like, what I'm telling you. And do you like live near, is there any water or beach or anything like that near you? You can always do healing on yourself. There's healing meditations. You can always imagine green on you and whatever. Like Reiki, Reiki isn't the only kind of healing there is. It's happened a lot. Do you live near like water? I keep getting like water, beach, ocean. Like you might meet him. If you don't, I don't know if you live near like where there's like, I keep getting reference to a beach. So he might like the beach, you might like the beach, or you might meet on the beach. Not sure. Okay. So you need to get yourself down to the beach. Start taking walks. Just saying. There's reference to that. Okay. Do you ever go walking down there? It feels like the beach, not really the lake. Well, lake beach, I guess beach of the lake, whatever. I just get like the sand and the water. So go for a walk. Take daily walks down there. Okay. Time for you to take daily walks to the beach. This person, I feel like he lives in your area and he might frequent there or something like that. Okay. But yeah, it happened like the last 3 times I've told somebody this is what they look like, this is what their initial is. It's been like they're like, "Oh, I just met this person who looks like this. You described him and this is his initial." And I got kind of got blown away. So no, well, you need to go to the beach. I'm telling you where you need to go. So spirit show me. All right. But within a couple, I feel like it'll be within 2 years. Now that could be you meet him like soon, and then within 2 years you have a family. Like, and it's just a time frame. Okay, it's not like yeah, for 2 years. In 2 years it'll help. You know what I mean? Like it'll be like within like it's a time frame, and it could be for everything. All right, just know I feel like it'll be very quick though when it happens. Like it'll be like love at first sight. I keep getting like you start talking. He might have a dog with him or something because I keep seeing like this dog running out of water. So strike up a conversation, say hi. Oh no, girl, you have a reason that you're here. Don't ever let love make you want to do that. I've been there, done that. I understand the pain and the hurt. It's never worth it. Remember, love yourself, be happy that you're by yourself because everything happens for a reason. Rejection is protection and a redirection. If you were meant to be with that person, you would have been with that person. The fact that you're not means you're not. Means that you're supposed to find somebody else. And again, get your vibration up because you won't meet this person if your vibration's low and if you're in that space. So, you've got to find the reason to love yourself. Like I said, loving yourself is the biggest part of meeting anybody. You have to love yourself and you have to be in vibration because guess what? You'll only attract the wrong people if you're in the wrong vibration. So you really literally have to love yourself, be happy with yourself, and be happy that you're alone because look, sometimes we walk a lonely I've been single for 11 and a half years. And when I first started being single, I was like, "Oh man, this sucks. I miss my husband. I just want to be in a relationship again." And then I got to the point where I was like, "I'm 42. Let's not talk about older." Okay. So then I was like, "You know what? Screw this." I went through a couple of situations. I was like, "Man, men are drama. This is ridiculous. They always try to be controlling over me. I'm done." So, I got a bunch of animals. And I don't deal with men's crap anymore, and I love it. Let me tell you, if a man came in my life, I don't even know what I would do because I don't like being like someone coming in and changing everything and trying to control me, tell me I could do this, tell me I could do that. No, 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 no. So, you gotta, for one thing, just know rejection is protection and a redirection. Okay. That's it. Something's meant for you, it does not pass you by. That includes marrying someone else. Let it go, let it flow. Um, get yourself in a higher vibration, love yourself. The more you love yourself, um, I was married for 6 months and he passed away and my son is 19. And don't worry, we all have our own path. We all have our own ways. Whatever's meant to happen will happen. I don't have any friends here. I mean, it, we all have our own path. You have to find what you love, and you don't need a man to love your life. So find a passion, find a creative passion. You know, start walking down to the beach, but find a creative passion. Okay, do something that you love. Again, what I was telling the other girl, like creativity is very important. Creativity is important. It's okay because guess what? Losing my husband, I would have never been able to help all the people that I helped. It happened the way it's supposed to happen. As hard as it was, and plus he wasn't good here on earth. So as hard as it was, that's okay. What I'm trying to say is it transformed me into a better person and I'm happy where I am. You have to be happy where you are. I'm to the point where I'm like, okay, if I meet somebody, I do. If I don't worry about it. That's fine with me. So there's not an age limit on this. All right. So quit looking at it. Oh, I'm running out of time. I hate when people do that because everybody has their own time for everything, like their own time in their life. You can't put a time limit on things because your life is not somebody else's life. They have that in their blueprint. You have this in yours. Things will happen as they're meant to happen. If you were meant to be with that guy, you'd be with that guy, but that guy's with somebody else. Let them go live their life. You've got somebody else that's going to come around in your corner. But first of all, you've got to like love yourself and understand that you're happy with yourself and live your life and do things that you love. You will raise your vibration by like getting out there and doing things you love. Don't just walk to the beach because you want to meet a guy. Walk to the beach because it's good exercise and the beach is a wonderful place to be. that's where you can connect. Go meditate on the beach. Like, do something creative, like do yoga, like I was telling the other, self-love, self-care, really loving yourself, being comfortable with yourself. That is how you will attract your soulmate. Being okay with being alone and not being, don't take this the wrong way, not being desperate will help you attract the one that you love. Okay, so the more desperate we are, the more that we push, we actually stop it and push it away. So you kind of have to just give it up to the universe, say, okay, I'm ready when you are, and let it go. All right, I don't, take up a hobby, whatever that may be. But you've got to quit looking for it and quit putting yourself on everybody's timetable and say, I'm supposed to do this by then. Everything will work out as it's supposed to work out when it's supposed to work out. I do see the reference to a boy that's born. They keep showing me boy. I don't know. I think it's you pregnant, but because I feel like this will be really fast once it happens. But again, you've got to love yourself. You've got to do you. It starts with self-love. It starts with being okay with being alone. And it starts with finding stuff that you love to do without anybody else. And then, like I said, start taking walks, start finding a passion, unblock everything as well. And then quit focusing on that other dude. So cut your ties with him, because as long as he's in your energy, you're not going to attract anybody else. So cut the cords. There's meditations to cut cords, but basically what you do is, in like a meditative state or imaginary state, you imagine cords going from you to him, and then you take these big ass scissors and you cut them. Okay? So you've got to get rid of them. All right? So, I mean, you got to get him out of your energy, because you won't attract anybody if you're still in love with him. Plain and simple. So I'm telling you, quit looking. I always tell this people, you quit looking, you love yourself, you focus on your life, the rest will fall into place, and it always happens. So it's a shift in energy from the like desperate energy of I need, want, to just letting go and letting flow. All right, so I hope that was helpful. All right, I'm done lecturing you now. I have one more question. Well, one more person. Well, who is it? Star. Well, don't be lonely. That's the thing. Like, be happy with your own company. If you have to get a dog or a cat, get a dog or a cat, but be happy with your own company. I mean, I don't even have a female friend to hang out with. So, like I said, if you got to get a pet to hang out with you, do that. Something to keep you company, do that. Do things that will take up your time that you love. Find hobbies, find passions. Yeah, get a cat, get a dog, whatever that pet may be. Get him. I don't know, whatever pet you like, a bird. I don't know, whatever you want. And if you get a dog, you can walk it to the beach. Just saying. He might have a dog. You might connect on that. Just saying. So yeah, get a pet. They're great emotional support. They're great love. They keep you They keep you like a companion for you, so you're not so lonely. And then if you keep yourself busy with passions and things like that, whatever way that may be, you're not lonely anymore. But I mean, I don't have anybody here. I know, because I had no choice but to do this tonight, Tracy, okay? Where's Star at? Why does my wrist and my arm hurt today? What did I do to myself? I keep thinking it's spirit, but it might be my own shit. Star, 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 star. Well, what I'm saying is don't look forward to that. Look forward to loving yourself, your own life, doing things you love, and all of that. Don't like look for it. Just be open to it. I don't, it's my left arm. Where? Can you redo it? I don't see it. I feel dizzy looking at all these questions. Can you copy and paste it? Well, I can't find it. Can you guys give me the question again, please? Because I don't know where it is. I don't see a question. You guys are lying. You're lying. You guys are all on my... No, it's like my wrist and stuff. Like, I thought so, but it's like my chest pain's gone now. It's just my arm. What? I don't see it. I literally see no migraine. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's a couple things that's coming in. I don't know if you take magnesium daily. A lot of people are low in magnesium. It can cause a lot of things like anxiety, migraines, things like that. If you don't currently take magnesium, I would check and try to take magnesium. Another thing too is there's like a new... I keep getting a reference like a commercial I seen. I know, it's like my I don't know, it's like my shoulder and my... Okay, so there's a couple... I'm not looking at the chat because I don't want you to tell me answers. There's like a... There's a new freaking drug that I've seen for migraines. There's that. There's also a piercing that you can get that I've heard works really, really well for multiple people. I'm getting reference to that. I'm getting reference to the medication. I mean, Botox does too if you want to do that. But there's a reference to a new like medication. It's like one that you take. It's like a IV medication. Have you tried the new IV medication? And also have they done an MRI of your head. Okay, so I do have to say that I'm not a doctor. You need to check with your doctor. This is not like medical advice. This is just what I'm getting. So don't take it as fact. There are... Have you tried the okay, the IV one? Have you guys seen that one? Because I keep getting a reference to that commercial. Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen that commercial? Also, have you had your hormones checked? I don't know why that's coming in either. I'm gonna look it up. IV medication for migraine. Four-year migraine treatment. It's called Vepity. Vepity? Okay, it's called VYEPTI. You can just type... I mean, you can just type in like IV medication for migraine. I think this is it. YEPTI. Have you tried that one? Okay. So I would also get your hormones checked because there's a reference to hormones that's coming in. Yeah. So I would have your hormones because that's coming in like your hormones. Because if you think about it, yeah, dath piercing, that's what I'm talking about. That thing, yeah. But I would definitely get I would research that and the hormones that's coming in, because if we think about it, like whenever we have our periods, we have hormone changes and it causes a issues in our brain. Issues in our brain. Our periods do cause issues in our brain. Okay, a headache, all right, usually causes like migraines and headaches. So that's a hormone thing. They're telling me there's some kind of hormone issue here that you need to get checked out. Okay, so if they have not checked your hormones, okay, so I could have been picking it up if you already have it. So if you already tried the piercing and it didn't work, that could be why I was picking it up. Okay, so yeah, I would check into this Viapi. It's like but I would first get your hormones checked. Have you had them checked at all? See, I know it's helped a lot of people, but I was seeing it. So if she's already had it. What is this? I know when I had migraines, like put me on seizure medicine. I'm sure you tried that. Yeah, it's the IV. That's it. It's Vepti. I don't see anything else coming up. It's an infusion therapy for migraines. Okay. Get checked again, your hormones. Get your hormones checked. They might, but also I would look for don't they have like natural hormone supplements and see if that helps. Because there's something with your hormones that are wrong. I don't know if it's like your estrogen. I want to say it's your estrogen might be off. Let me see. But check out that IV one. Okay. Did you write down that? I mean, you can look it up, but did you write it down? Estrogen. I was right. Okay. Causes of so a drop in estrogen can trigger headaches. So I was right. I don't even know like hormones, but there is a hold on. I have to check this stuff out because I get it and I don't understand what they mean by it. So they have stuff that is estrogen on Amazon. Or you can look for I would try it and see if it works. They have different ones. Oops, I just added something to my cart. My bad. I added estrogen to my cart. I don't need estrogen that I know of. It's accident. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting with like look into that IV thing and then I would look it feels hormonal to me though. Like they have a lot of like hormonal what is this? Dim beads. I wonder about this. Dim beadlets on Amazon. It's delayed release micro beadlets, hormone balance for women and men, estrogen balance, hormonal acne supplement, menopause and anti-accident support, vegan and soy free. So maybe check that out. I did add my tablet. I got the cheapest one I could find. I think the IV one would work well for you, but I would first get your hormones checked and maybe try some of these natural estrogen things to see if they work. Like the dim beads, it's like I don't know, it looks like it's got bioprene in it. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's vegan. It's only $12. Well, yeah, one-time purchase, $12.99. It's on Amazon. It's called DIM beadlets. But you just type in estrogen and it'll pop up. But that one's Amazon choice. It has 4.2 stars. Well, yeah. But check into like something dim hormone balance. Yeah. Because I was getting hormones. Like I was getting a reference to that. So for real, so yes, I would get your hormones checked again, but just try like in the meantime, order some hormones, like look at some hormone stuff, see the best one off of Amazon and see if the natural hormone supplement estrogen will help. If it starts helping with your headaches, then you know. Oh, I didn't either. I don't usually. Sometimes I'll get new stuff in readings, and like being a medical medium, I should really like study like medical stuff. But I'll get like new stuff in readings, and I don't know what it means, and I have to look it up, or I have to see if it makes sense because I'm like, oh, but then the next time I get it, it makes sense, right? But I've never gotten like hormones related to that. But I would also like start taking some magnesium would be helpful. Take that at night, and then look into the hormones. Like start taking the dim, like she said, dim is good, or estrogen, something like that, and then go get, or you could probably, what I would do before you get your hormones checked is see if the estrogen helps you. Then if it doesn't help you, go get your hormones checked. Then if your hormones come back fine, ask them for that IV thing, because I was getting that commercial in my head, like I totally forgot about it, but I've seen it a few times. It's like IV migraine, and you get it like 4 times a year. Hormones can definitely cause headaches. So it might be like a mix of things. It might be like the hormones, and then like the, like, so changing your hormones and then getting this IV thing might help. But there's something like with your blood vessels that I keep getting in your head. Like I don't know if they like expand, or like I think that's what causes migraines. I don't know. Also, I don't know if they've ever checked like have they ever put like sticky things on your head? I don't know what this is, if it's like electrodes. I don't know what this is. I keep getting like sticky heads with sticky patches with like cords. I don't know what that is. Inflammation. Yeah, okay. Have they put you on, have you tried like anti-inflammatory for that? Have they put you on anti-inflammatory if that's causing, if like, I don't know if that's like what's causing it. I don't know. Like this is something different. Ask them about a test with like, is that for your head though? The EEG? Did they do that for your head? Is that like, does that like test like the electrodes? Like I said, I don't know what any of these things are called. I just describe them because that's what I'm seeing. Okay. So what she says, look into that. Yeah. I mean, no, my arm, like, it's not, it like aches. Oh. Okay. EEG. Ask for an EEG. Yeah, it didn't really work for me. I mean, I just don't think I don't think it's right. Not EKG, EEG. I know EKG is heart. EEG. Yeah, for reals. Okay. I keep getting like the thing with electrodes. So, um, okay, that makes sense. Checks for seizures, epilepsy, is brain fun. Makes sense. Thank you. See, I don't even know what they are. I just describe them and you guys tell me. I usually have to Google it. I would be Googling, what is the patch things with electrodes for your brain? That's what I would do during a reading. If I didn't know what it was, I could just describe it. Um, okay, I would get that done. It's weird that your neurologist or whoever you're going to see this wouldn't have that done. Because there's got to be a reasoning. I mean, I think it might be a few different things. But I do definitely get your hormones are off for some reason too. So I don't know. Also, acupuncture. Okay, that's coming in too. That's something to try. All right. I mean, make sure you get your blood work and everything done too. I mean, if you haven't done it in a while, it'd be good to go get it. And then please update me because I'm curious now. Like, whenever this stuff happens, guys, please email me and update me because I love to know like how everything's going, and if you got checked out, what the doctor says, because it helps me know that I'm giving you the right information if I get that validation, because especially with medical stuff, it's well, I don't know. I would maybe try it again with someone different, but um I'm getting that. I could be getting it because you already tried it, but I would get that. I would get that test done. I would get new blood work done. I would try the estrogen just in case, like, because I feel like I'm getting that for a reason. And then I would again look into the IV thing. But I think that you're having it for a reason. Like, there's something with, like, the blood flow isn't right, or the new neurons or electricity isn't. There's something up there. So, and with acupuncture, you have to go back. Like, you can't only do it once and stop. Like, at acupuncture, you have to go more than once. Sometimes, like, they'll do also something else you can do, like, for, like, to help you sometimes, is imagine green in your brain and in your head, but also, like, clear your third eye and up here, because sometimes when your third eye is blocked, not saying that's what's causing it, but it will help you if you unclog your third eye and your crown. Like, it'll help with the headache. So, but yeah, update, because I had somebody else, they asked me about their dog, and I told them what was going on with their dog, and the vet, she's been to the vet multiple times. I don't know if she's in chat right now. I can't remember who it was. She'd been to this vet multiple times, and I told her, I can't remember what I told her, and I told her what he needed. And I'll be damned if that's what it was and what helped him. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, pineal gland blockage, that's what I'm saying, like the third eye, and like, I'm not saying that's gonna take it away, but it may help. Because usually, you guys, whenever you have headaches, sometimes it can be because your third eye is blocked or your crown is blocked. Like, whenever you have a headache, it's important to work on your third eye. Not saying that that's, like, what's causing her migraines, but it may help. And sometimes with acupuncture works too. But I would wait until after you get the blood test and the other test first. Do that stuff first, make sure you're okay, because there's something going on I'm not liking with your with the blood flow in your brain. There's something I'm not liking with that. So, I don't know if it's like a narrowing of blood vessels or your electrodes aren't working right, but there's something that's not, it's not flowing right. So please, go to the doctor as soon as you can. Get your blood test done and get that EEG. Because there keeps showing me like a thinning of, like, blood vessels. So again, there's something with your blood flow that's off. And that's why you need that EEG thing, because it's almost like, I think that tests like blood flow and electrical flow and stuff like that. So there's something off there. They're giving me that test for a reason. So please ask your doctor for that test. Then after they make sure everything's fine, then talk to them about the IV thing. But I think you'll probably know, like, with blood test, if that you'll know what with blood test if your hormones are off. Okay, that sounds good. I still think, like, your hormones are off in some way, though, but I mean, it might not be a lot. I'm picking it up for some reason. It could have been the past, but I'm picking it up. EEG, not EKG, EEG. Yeah. So that's what my suggestion is. I mean, she's gonna go get her blood work done, and then, like I said, she needs an EEG done. That's coming in very strong from spirit, and there's, again, blood flow issue or something with the vessels in her brain. And again, I'm not a doctor, but please, just that's what I'm being told. Yeah, there's something that it's making me kind of mad, because she should not have been doing this for 5 years. How do I know about an EEG, but her neurologist doesn't, or whoever she's going to? That's kind of irritating me. And they haven't made her do blood work in a while. Like, that's weird to me, because probably nothing showed up on the MRI, but you got to push for stuff sometimes. So be your own advocate, because remember many times they tell me, oh, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. I'm like, yes, I do. Like, do it. You know what I mean? So I'm just surprised that, maybe look for a different doctor. It's always good to get a second opinion, and third and fourth if you need to. Just saying. So that's my questions. Yay. 8 questions, didn't take 4 hours. And I still, like I said, as you guys can see, I'm not, like, vague with my questions. So a lot of times you see people charging like $20 on TikTok, and they're like 2 things out of their mouth and they're done. you know? So, yeah. I don't know. If you feel like you need to see a different doctor, see a different doctor, because I'm getting like exactly. You gotta be pushy. I don't know if the hormones are like before or now, but and then if everything's okay, like look into because I keep getting the reference to like um what's it called? Acupuncture again, like in acupuncture in the third eye. I keep seeing I don't know, have you guys seen that show where he used to get acupuncture and he'd go in the third eye? What show was this? Acupuncture was to do it in the third eye and he'd like go to like oh, what the heck was it called? He like go in the past or something. So I keep getting reference to that, like when the acupuncturist did that in the third eye. So yeah, I would. I'm glad I hope I hope it help everybody. No, some random dude. She said she tried that. Yeah, I mean, again, you gotta quit looking for it, girl. You gotta love yourself. Did you listen to anything I said? Quit being frustrated. Get yourself a dog, a cat, whatever animal you like, a ferret. I don't care. Focus on other things, your passions, your hobbies, your work. Get a companion. Quit focusing on just wanting that because the more you focus on it, the more you're going to push it away. Let go and let flow. Allow it to come into your life. Yoga, walking, whatever. Raising your vibration, working on yourself, doing all that stuff we talked about. So, exactly. You got to stop focusing on it, quit dwelling on it, quit worrying about, "Oh, I'm getting too old." Just stop. I had somebody get a reading from me and they were like older like you and they were wondering when they were going to get pregnant. They're trying to and I'm like, "Look, it's not on your time frame. This is on the baby's time frame. So just stop trying. It'll happen when it's meant to happen. Doesn't mean you don't do the things you need to do, but just like don't do it for that." Oh, really? That's on Hulu? I have Hulu about psychics and gyppies. Interesting. Age is just a number. Yep. Got a kitten. Get a kitten. I don't know what kind of animal you like or if you like any animal, but you never know. You might find that love of an animal and that be your focus and then you're not focusing on men anymore because guess what? They're not worth it anyways. But yeah, get yourself a companion, focus on you, focus on self-love, focus on clearing your energy, lifting your vibration, and quit looking. Don't focus on it because I'm telling you, I might say, "Oh, it might happen in 2 years," but the more you focus on it, the more you're pushing that 2 years back. All in its time. I'll probably meet someone in my 80s. Like, I don't even care. They're less likely to kill me then. I don't if I make it that far. I don't know. Me and Lizzie will be in the nursing home together and we're gonna meet. We'll be pimping all the guys in there. I can see it now, Lizzie. I just got yeah, but you gotta let him go or you're not gonna meet anybody else. Rejection is protection, redirection. I got Lizzie to get a rabbit for her child. Yeah, just work on yourself. Like I said, work on yourself. We'll get kicked out. It was weird because they just showed me like you and me in like an old folks home and we're like hitting on all the guys. Like Golden Girls, but an old folks home. Yep. I know. Marshmallows, huh? Oh my god. Oh yeah, I don't care. I don't care about meeting anybody. Lizzie will tell you when we talk about it. It's like I don't give a crap. Oh. I think somebody checked me out today, even though I look like this, and I look like like just horrible. But I'm pretty sure he was probably a drug addict. Wasn't bad looking though, but yeah, no, not going there again. Remember, if we've always attracted like a certain type, like we have to change our vibration to attract a different type. And honestly, it's literally in my chart to attract psychopaths. And I'm cool. I'm cool. I've attracted psychopaths my whole life. Like I'm good. Like I'm good. Um that's funny because that's the reference I was getting. I went through the whole thing of that, but unless I have, I guess like I honor that true crime thing. Like there's something to do with true crime with the man. Yeah, forget it. I always look a mess when I meet people. That you should see me when I go into town. I don't even care. People probably look at me crazy. No, I mean my child is a pain in the ass. Honestly, I love him to death, but I raised him by myself. And when I thought about starting over, I was like, I'm not going there again. I love him to death, but yeah, no, he's 19. He'll always be my son, but I don't care because I love myself enough to not care. Like I'm happy with myself, I'm happy with my life, and my focus is on my career. And I've already been through like the relationships to see like what I don't want. And I'm like, I've learned that whatever's meant to be will be. And there's no point in looking for it because I can't like make that person come. And again, I like it's literally in my chart to like attract like psychopaths. So I'm cool. I'm cool with it. um I'd be happy either way. Like I just come to that point in my life, you know. Hey, we can make a video, Lizzie. Herbal essence and all folks. We could do it. We could recreate it with old guys. Because you've got to shift your vibration. Hey, you guys don't me and my like I had this idea for a really long time of this business I wanted to own. My hip hurts in this chair. I need a new chair, guys. I had a for like an idea, it was like a male strip club on one. Like I had like I was making like two. Okay, so female strip club on the bottom, male strip club on the top. That was my dream for like a long time. I was like, I can make so much money. Pickle mall. Oh yeah, the pickle mall. So you guys have to know Lizzie, she's like, "Oh my god, they have a mall full of pickles." I was like, "No way." She's like, "Yeah, it's in Arizona." It was pickleball. She had me thinking there was a little pickle mall. So now we're like, "Oh, that'd be awesome if we had like a pickle mall, like all these pickle flavored things." We'll get the strip club and we'll call it the pickleball. No, this is pickle balls. Oh, male strippers are fun. I mean, I can make a lot of money off of them. I don't really care about, they're just fun to watch. Oh, Lordy. Too much. I can't. No, it doesn't work like that. Readings don't work like that. You still have to live out your life. Stop. I just had one slide in my DM on Instagram. I don't know who the hell they are. I got so irritated though because my post on Riker, this guy comes in, I think it's a guy, I don't know. And he's like, "Well, why does that kid look like that?" I was like, "Well, if you were lost for 2 days in the dark in a freaking lawnmower bag, you would look like that too." Like, I wasn't trying to be rude, but you're being rude about how the kid looked after being stuck in like that situation for 2 days. And he got all pissy at me. Like, "Why are you being rude?" I'm like, "Well, that's what happened." And then this other person comes up, "Well, just answer the damn question." I'm like, "I did, dude." Like, he's the one going off on me for no reason. So I ended up having to block them both. Like, oh, Jesus. No, we just did a chakra live, though. You could check that out. I don't know. I mean, I can't tell you outcomes unless spirit tells me, and I'm not really sure on that. It doesn't matter how many readings I do. If someone's meant to be found, they'll be found. If not, they won't. Like, sometimes things are straightforward, sometimes they're not. I just know that all of our like everybody's astrology charts go, like everybody's astrology lines go in the same way, the same area. I mean, I did privately, and then I had drama from her parents, so I didn't do it again. No. You're talking about readings. No. No, I mean, no. You don't Sebastian's allegedly not alive, so, you know. I know, it was, like, ridiculous, like, she's like, "Answer the damn like, I did answer the question. It was like, "What are you" like, they were going off about how rude I was. I was like, "No, I'm just being straightforward. Like, why are you asking why a kid looks like that after he was lost in the woods for 2 days in the dark?" You guys have to I will get to things as I can. Cases choose me. Yes, Caleb Harris is on the list. I like I said, I haven't had time to do anything. That's why the whole point of me, like, stopping private readings is so I can focus on that stuff. We already have the chart done. Oh. But Friday we're gonna do the chart on our girl. I can't, my mind just went like blank on her name. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have put that on the screen. Micah. Yeah, thank you. Am I saying her name? Is her name Micah? I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I always worry about saying it right. Yeah. And I'm telling you, her astrology chart does not depict what they're saying. Just saying. Yep, we're doing her crime chart. Micah Miller. Yeah, and that's what she was saying, because she actually told me there was a new conjunction, and she was like, literally, like, bodies are gonna start coming out of the water, cars, everything, and like ever since then, that's all it's been. Yeah, I didn't pick up the water in her case, but again, I don't know where I was in that reading. Like, I can't even go back and remember anything about it. Like, I was that not in my body. Yeah, and bare feet. Yeah, because Pisces rules the feet. Yep. So, yeah, but she like was telling me about that, and then like I swear the next day, like, car and water, people in water, like, it's nuts. Well, I just got told that I'm always wrong. I'm like, okay. I always blame it on interconnects that I'm always wrong. Okay. Water. Sebastian's in water. Yeah. And so is Elijah. Elijah and Sebastian are both in water. Obviously, they don't watch, but that's what they said. I ended up muting them because they're like, you're always wrong and you always blame it on interconnects. I'm like, well, my interconnects usually hit a case. What are you talking about? And not really. Spirit's never wrong. I may be wrong. I may misinterpret, but because it was on Micah's post and it's like, things aren't always as they seem. Or as they seem, you know, people can make things look however they want when there's cult and cops involved and all of that. Like, what can they get away with when they have people in under their, you know, command? Like, it's, I heard it's like so corrupt. Like, it's not even funny. Like, they have cops going to that church. So, yeah, some, you know, idiot. I think it's somebody I know from my past because that's something they would say. Exactly. So the way that she's looking at it, in our opinion, because, you know, things can have a matter of perception, no matter if it's readings, no matter if it's cards, no matter if it's astrology, it's how you perceive it, right? You can learn how to read it, but still there's a way to perceive it. So, the way she's perceiving it, oh yeah, he had it done. Like, let me just say this. She's represented by Virgo and Black Moon Lilith on the ascendant line, and Aries is on the descendant line. I haven't seen the chart, so that's all I can remember. She said there would be more Pisces in her chart if she had like mental illness or something like that, which there is not. So, just saying, there's a lot in the 9th house, which is church. So, oh yeah, of course. And if you think about it, and I was going to talk about this tonight on a different live, like if I didn't have to do this. If you think about it, right? How many times do we see anybody that commits suicide, commits an unaliving, right, of themselves, get caught on so much surveillance and drive an hour and a half? Like, she could have just taken pills and been at home. It makes no sense. But they had to make sure she was caught on surveillance. She had a phone call. It's almost too much evidence for it. It's weird. It's kind of like Debbie Collier, but like worse. She did not. No. Her astrology chart points to a man. Just saying, the man in the church. And she told me, like, I didn't even try, like, I wasn't even trying to do that reading that night. I started seeing what I was seeing. I said, okay, I got to do the reading. I don't even remember that reading, you guys. Like, I literally don't barely remember the cards. I don't barely remember the channeling. Like, usually when I do channeling with people, I can go back on them. I felt like I was out of my body. And the TV fucking came. Yeah, the TV came on and scared the crap out of me. People can be forced to do all kinds of things. We're talking about occult here. Just saying. You can do AI, yeah, but I mean, if you have a gun to your head, a pew pew to your head, what are you gonna do? Or maybe they threaten somebody else. She has sisters they could threaten, you know? Think about it. You're running, exactly. And so, in you're running, okay, say you're running, you're getting your life together, you stand in your power. Like, that's why she's represented by Black Moon Lilith, because he looked at her as, you know, this sexuality, she's leaving him, blah blah blah. You know, she didn't. I'm telling you. Good night, Lizzie. I know. I need to get off here too so I can go hold Zuri. I didn't get to last night. He didn't push her to the edge. No, she didn't do it on her own. I'm telling you. She did not do it on her own. You guys will see when I do the astrology chart. Like, there's too much male energy in the astrology chart for it to be her. It would be too much Pisces. It would be more Pisces. It would be more, like, literally, it would be more Pisces. Yeah. She was standing in her power. Why would she go on a live herself when she's leaving? She's paying everything off. She's walking away. Like, why would she think about it, guys? And why would you tell your family, if I end up like this, it was him? Yeah, but I haven't gone over everything yet, and I'm just a baby, like, learning this stuff, Shauna. So, all I know is what my astrologist friend, she said there's way too much male energy in that chart. Like you would see more Pisces if someone like had, mental illness, drug, like things like that. Like you would see more Pisces. You see a lot of Aries, not Pisces. You're seeing a lot of Aries in her. I'm getting chills. You're seeing a lot of Aries in her chart. The phone call, if you guys listen to that phone call, like, it's not a natural phone call. It's almost like she's trying to be, I don't know, like, who would say, oh, can they trace my phone so that they can find her? I mean, she could have just, like, taken a bunch of pills in her apartment. Like, it makes no sense. Don't always believe everything you see. They have cops in their pocket. You can be forced to do anything if someone in your life is threatened. Think about it. Say they threaten one of her sisters or her mom or something. What are you going to do? Think about it. You don't have to believe me. The astrology chart is going to speak for itself. And that's why I want to do it. Because people can say my reading's wrong all they want, but the astrology ain't going to lie. Astrology doesn't lie. Just doesn't. There's too much specific. Like, literally, I have the Delphi one here. For the astrology chart and Rick Allen's. Like, I have the crime chart and I have Rick Allen's chart. Literally stuff that we talked about in Rick Allen's chart came in the reading that, like, no one is aware of. It's nuts. But literally in that chart, it's a good one because it shows it's from the timestamp of when the picture was taken. So it literally shows like him coming up on them on the bridge on the astrology chart. Like, you can't. Exactly. Astrology does not lie. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. And that's why I feel like Spirit's teaching me it or wanting me to learn it, because it's like, you can say readings all you want, but when the astrology backs up the readings every single time, like, plus that it's going to help me too, like, validate myself. So I don't question myself so much. So it's always good to bring all of the tools in. A lot of people say, oh, we don't like cards. It's like, it's a tool. It's symbolism. It's an extension of you. So, like John Edwards said, because I watched him and I was like, oh man, he's like, I never heard this before. But he was saying, if you can do this stuff on your own, then you're going to be hella accurate with cards because it's an extension of you. And the cards are just a symbolism. So there's symbolism no different than readings, and it's just another tool. As a medium, we're only going to get so much information. We're only a human. So you bring in your mediumship, you bring in the cards, you bring in the astrology, and bam, you've got the whole case. And you've got different bits and pieces. It's like the astrology wraps everything up. So that's why I'm wanting to do it that way. So it's not just mediumship. Like, here's the astrology to back everything up that the medium just said. Oh, there's so much in the 9th house on this astrology chart. Yeah, the astros that's what I'm saying. It's just confirming. And I wanted to learn like the mapping but I still like don't understand what line to follow. So I'm still struggling with like where to tell people, but we like remap Sebastian's with miles, and that's what I want to show you guys. There's one line that hits directly in the water. Like, if it goes through, it's usually not right. It has to like end. His sun like ends like at the Hickory, And that's not the only, we're not the only astrologist saying that. No matter what timestamp you use, there's still a line that hits there. So it doesn't necessarily mean he's exactly in that spot, but I would suggest Chastity for your astrology chart for reals. Like, she does astrology readings. Oh yeah, totally guilty. Yeah, no accomplice. Nope. No accomplice. He is the leader of a pedo ring. No accomplice. Did the shit all on his own. One person in the chart. One. Not multiple. One. I can't remember. I think he's Saturn. He's older. And he looks like Saturn now. Like they look like older men. Why do anybody do anything to kids? I mean, exactly. So I get irritated when people are like, "Oh, I don't like the cards." And it's like, it's a tool. Like, did you see how accurate those cards were? Like, with stuff, surveillance came out in the cards. Like, I wouldn't have gotten that in a reading, you know? Then the cards will be right. It's just how I perceive them. Yeah, it is. It's tough. She does the mapping right now. I'm just trying to like fumble through it, and I'm doing it all backwards. So, but I'm learning. Like, we're working cases that we know and cases that we don't know. You know, and then one case we didn't know, like I pulled cards and it was a serial killer, and like one of the places the bodies was in the cards. It was kind of weird. So welcome. Yeah, we're almost out of here, Nicola. You never know what anybody's capable of, period. Yeah, it like, you could study astrology forever and not even like reach the surface. Like, I just want to know it enough to where I don't want to know like everything. I would like to learn the asteroids one day though, but that's like super, I know that's like super evolved and advanced. Like, I'm not learning it the way I should be learning it, but I learn by doing and I learn by hearing, and like you know what I mean? That's the only way I'm gonna learn. I can't sit and read. I won't learn that way. Like, I have to, okay, because I can't. I notice even when I read this, like I reread it 500 times. Check this out too. Oh, am I allowed to say this? Yeah. So, summer. Okay. Get this. If you guys watched that astrology, now Mars didn't do anything to her. He was just there. The Mars line, and I'm like this. I'm like, I hope this isn't, because it's represented by Leo. I'm like, I hope this isn't a law enforcement officer, because sometimes Leo represents law enforcement officers, and Leos will look like a lion. They'll have like the lighter hair, the lighter features, stuff like that. So literally, I'm like, I hope this doesn't fit like a law enforcement officer. I'll be damned. The Mars line does not end at a law enforcement officer's house that looks like a lion. It's with no hair, but he's got light features. Weird. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I can't answer those questions. It's hard. It's tough, but it's like, it's amazing at the same time. Yeah, and like, see, like that's what I'm telling you, ladies. Like, Dylan, if I would have remembered I had that map for Dylan a year ago, if somebody would have reminded me, hey, yo, you had a map for Dylan a year ago, I would have found the map, and I would have followed those lines that we had. So you can use them in tandem. Like, that's the point. We followed the wrong lines because I didn't know I had the map, but it went right to where he was found. Like, I keep kicking my own ass over that. Like, why did I not remember I drew a map for him? Yeah, well, you know, I'm not to the fixed stars yet. So totally basics right now. Like, just learning how to read crime charts kind of thing. Like, I feel like I got it, and then I look at a new crime chart and I'm like, I'm lost. Like, I don't get it. I have all my notes here. You know what I mean? Like, it's because he went missing on Mercury retrograde. So he got found on Mercury retrograde. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what's crazy is everybody told me those people weren't involved in summer. Well, here's the astrology chart, biatches. Just saying. She wasn't kidnapped. She wasn't taken anywhere. Allegedly, all right there. It's not easy, but I like spirit led me on this path and put me in the right contact for it. And bless her heart, like I really need to, when my YouTube gets going, I'm gonna start paying her. She doesn't ask, she doesn't want anything, but I just feel like I take up so much of her time and stuff. Like she loves helping, but you know what I mean? Like it's just an energy thing. For what? For the crime chart, it's just I have no idea if we're gonna find Sebastian. No idea. They don't look in the right place. We'll find them. People get found when they're meant to be found. How they're meant to be found. That's just it. It's Astroseek. Astroseek. Go watch the astrology chart. I just released it. Yeah, so she's teaching me like cases I don't know and cases I do know. So like it kind of I understood now. I hope I remember everything to do the video because I wanted to do it right after I like did it 11 o'clock in the morning and I hadn't slept. So that's a blur too, but I wanted to do it like the next day. Like I wanted to get it out ASAP. So that I was fresh and I knew what I was talking about. Basically, on those ones, I just copied down what she said and hope I can read my chicken scratch. So yeah, and you have to go by like it's usually the phone, like the 911 call. It depends on if you have a last scene, and you can use different timestamps to see different things. Like we like the 3 o'clock time frame for Sebastian. I think she said 3 o'clock. 6 o'clock is good, but the line still hits with the 6 o'clock, 6:30 or whatever it is. But we just like the 3 o'clock one. But I mean, it's still in the water. And I had a dream like that he was in a coffin in the water, but it was like under a boat. It was weird. Pretty much, she feels like she's free and she's never gonna get caught, like most psychopaths do. So I should really get off here. I gotta take care of everybody and hang out with my hedgehog. I didn't get to hang out with her last night or the night before. I'm looking for JP's. If anybody finds, the reason why I want to do Mika's natal chart is we want to see what her transits were. It'll just help. But we also would like to do JP's if anybody can give us his birth date. We want to see if he's a Gemini because I was getting Gemini. So we don't know if that's just the aspects of a Gemini or he actually has Gemini. So he acts like a Gemini though. No offense, but they're two sides. Yeah, if I want to print them out, I gotta fix my printer. Yeah, he knows where I'm talking about, but we need to be looking for wells or mines, something like that in that area. I'm glad you did too, Shauna. May what? He might be a Gemini then. Oh fuck! If I got that, because I did get BK's birthday too. I'm not saying he's in a literal coffin. It's just symbolic. It was a dream. He is May though, huh? He could be a Gemini, depending on if he's after the 20th or 21st or something like that. I'd be curious. He could be. He doesn't really act like a Taurus. He could be a Gemini. That's interesting. It'd be interesting if we could find the date. We looked. I tried to find it. You have that. It's not coming up on your background thing? Oh, that is weird. Seems like he's kind of kept his information off. Which my friend said that Joel Osteen was at the church. That makes you wonder how far and deep this goes, allegedly. Which it's the time for cults right now, so it's going to be coming out a lot. That's she called that too. She just told me there's some kind of aspects where there's a lot about cults. I wish I could remember the aspects when she tells me them because I forget, but it's like no. Sebastian's in water. We're talking about summer in a well or mine. Everything's on the readings. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's going to be deep, but what's weird is, and what makes me wonder about this, thank you. What makes me wonder about this is like did they just like backfire everything, like by unaliving her? Did they just like open a can of worms into everything? Like that's what doesn't make sense. So for a while I thought this was a self-sacrifice, like so everything would come out, right? But nope. I just think it really backfired in a really weird way. Like I don't know if they thought this was all going to come out anyways, and he was trying to get in her damn apartment to get something. He thinks she's got evidence in there or something, but that was something I was going to share with you guys. I got some documents and stuff. Thank you so much, Shauna. Appreciate it. It's not easy for reals, but it's all right. She's a good teacher. I'll get it eventually. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, I think she's got it hidden somewhere, but it would be weird why she didn't tell anybody about it. Which case, Shauna? They all are. Oh, we also have Jen Doulos' chart done, but we haven't like gone through it yet. It looks like she's far away. She's got some stuff in the 9th house that would depict far away. So Elijah's close, Sebastian's close. They got stuff in the 4th house that depicts they're like Sebastian's in a close body of water, Elijah's in a close body of water. And then like Jen Doulos is kind of far, like maybe even cross state lines. But there's some Capricorn that makes me wonder because there's also that's also like property boundaries. So I don't know. But Capricorn is also some other really bad stuff. Yeah. It's sad. Like, and what makes me mad is it's all swept under the rug because I think of where the Mars lines go. But not only that, but I get so irritated because people were like, "Oh yeah, she got kidnapped and taken." No, and no. I don't know if my dog did that. Were they blinking? I didn't see it. Yeah, they're both in water. Exactly. And that's just the time of everything. I always feel like I'm in waves with Elijah. That could be Sebastian too, but in Sebastian, it was like the dream was weird. Like I keep thinking about it. Like they were pushing him along the water and they put him in there. And I was watching like from around the corner. It was like next to a mall or something. It was weird. And they like put him in a coffin and like it was like there. And then all of a sudden it like sank and was under a boat. So I don't know if that means anything, but yeah, we use degree. I sent you the degree thing. I have them all written down, but I sent you the degree. Thank you, sweetheart. So that's why, I never realized people in water were so hard to find, but they really are, unfortunately. For Sebastian or Elijah? Shauna, because I always get like screaming kids with Elijah, and I keep thinking there's got to be a school or a park or something by him. What? I'm not sure what you mean, Maui girl. Well, I'm doing degree theory at the same time. So, because it's like helpful with looking at the charts. So I kind of, now the light goes on. You guys see it? Hasn't been that bright since that night that spirit came in. Yeah, I have them all written down. For which one, Elijah, Shauna? I kind of always go to the same park, the Henry Park, but there's no lines that go through there. And then I go up above it and I got so sick, and I don't even know if it's Elijah or somebody else, but the lines don't stop. They go straight through. His Chiron line goes straight through. It doesn't stop. So it wouldn't really make sense, but it made me so sick there. They do have departments that focus on missing people. But I agree it should be everywhere. I mean, I wanted that, but working with psychic, like legit psychics. But yeah, it'd be nice if we could like use psychics, astrology, and then have a whole search team. That's what I always wanted to do. But they have Texas like EquiSearch and things like that. But they don't use psychics or not. They're very skeptical. So they wouldn't work with us. But speaking of, I got to get back with this lady that she's got search dogs, and there's a different case she wants me to work. I've got to get back with her. I keep like spacing it. So I was trying to wait till my like schedule got better. So these cases take a lot. It's usually not just one reading. Like there's also another case I was working that's like recent that I got to get back on. Sebastian in my dream. It was a dream. I don't know if like the coffin just means like he's in something. Like wait, he's definitely weighted, but you know, symbolic. Okay. That sounds good, Shauna. All right. I'm hungry all of a sudden. Oh, my light went off by itself. It usually doesn't. That's interesting. Usually I have to turn it off. So that just tripped me out really quick. Did you guys see that? The bright light in the back? I mean, you basically just have to prove yourself, literally. It's weird that that turned off because it normally does not. Hold on, Violet. I know. You guys didn't see that blue ball, the blue light back there? You'll have to rewind it for a minute when you get off here because the blue light is at 3:17 or something like that. 3 hours and 17 seconds or 17 minutes or something. Well, we can't say that because psychics don't really like we know we're supposed to get when we're supposed to get it. We don't really locate people for the most part. Most of the time shit makes sense later. Well, at least that's what I've noticed from psychic detectives and stuff like that. There are times where we can locate them, but it won't happen in the time unless it's supposed to happen. So, yeah. It was blue. It's a blue light. Yeah. Well, I touched that when I turned off the light. You guys have to pay attention when I touch those balls, like touch the balls, they'll go off. So when I turned off the blue light, I touched it. So that's why. Well, I was letting her know so she could rewind it because she missed it. I don't know how you guys missed it. Like it was literally so bright. It was as bright as it was that night that spirit came in on the spirit box. Yeah. In flash, it was on for a while. You're talking about the balls. I accidentally touched the balls. I'm talking about the blue light that was on for a minute and then went off. It was on for like 2 minutes or something like that, and then it went off. So I noticed that those have been a little bit more touchy than my cat balls lately. So, and I think that Sparkles is just going to end up working at like Tombstone or something. I just don't know if the energy is strong enough here to make it go off. I mean, she could have done that. She turned on the freaking TV. Why did she turn on the bear? Like, she scared the crap out of me with the TV, but now I'm thinking there's going to be a Netflix series or something, or Netflix something on it, because it went on. I don't even have Netflix. Like, it's on the part where, like, you sign in and that music played, and man, that shit scared the crap out of me. It wasn't even on that, though. It was on, what do you call it? Like, I had it on Lifetime because I've been watching like Married at First Sight because I don't even usually like that stuff, but it's just funny. I don't know. I don't know why I want to watch it, but I didn't even have it on Netflix. It was paused on that. And then the next thing you know, freaking turns on Netflix. Mika scared the crap out of me. Oh, not really an omen, just spirit. They always do that. No, it scared me because I was in such a deep channel, and it scared the crap out of me. Mika. The Mika kid. Am I saying her name right? I hope I'm saying her name right. But I'm like, why didn't she just like touch the balls or the bear? Why did she have to turn on the TV and scare the crap out of it? Like, it literally scared the crap out of me because I was in deep channel, and then all of a sudden the TV came on loud as heck because I have it loud, and scared the crap out of me. Like the music for Netflix. I don't even have Netflix. That's why I was like, the remote is up by the TV. Weird. Like, I've had the TV turn on before and be completely off, but that was just odd. Micah? I don't know how to pronounce names, so. I mean, I know it was Netflix because I was like, it says sign in. Like, I don't even have Netflix anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. So I was like, so, I mean, like I said, she was so strong. I keep trying to go back to that channel, and I literally can't. Like, I can't remember anything about that channel, like channeling that. Like, I usually remember bits and pieces, but it feels like I was in a dream or a blur, or I can't even explain it. Like, I can't even remember. That's why I don't even feel like I was in my body. And if you guys really watch, I think I start slurring. Like, not slurring but like you can notice I don't know, my words feel a little. I don't even know what I haven't watched it back, but I don't even remember what I channeled. I think I was talking about her friends knowing something, and that's when the TV came on. Maybe there will be something on Netflix. I don't know. Micah? Like Micah? Is that what you're saying? Oh, they do? I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, it's literally on the video. Like, it literally happens on the channeling. Like, you'll have to watch like an hour and 13 minutes. It does it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick, and we'll share screen. I think somebody said it was like an hour and wow, I didn't even realize I had that many things on there. I gotta get off here. I gotta go take out Zuri. She's probably gonna hate me. I've been trying to download that. I don't understand why my friend's reading is still downloading when it's not any longer than anybody else's. I'm so like confused. I don't know. Stop. Hey, quit. Quit growling. Hey, quit it. Somebody said it was like at 1. Oh crap, what happened? I don't know what's wrong with my shiznick. Hold on. Someone said 113. I think it was 113. I'll put it here just in case. I don't know if that's right. I don't want to watch too much of it. Yeah, hold on. Don't leave, Shauna. I'm going to show you if I can find it. I mean, if I'm at the right spot, I'm pretty sure I am, but I don't know. Someone said it was like at 113. Look at me. There I am. especially in the like, again, I keep getting reference to like the past year. Why do I look so blurry? And there's something about 6 months prior. Like, there was just something that happened, and I don't know if she had been talking to people or whatever, and they were like, you got to get out of there, because there's like a standing in my power moment. Like, I feel like she tried to leave for a long time, but she wasn't really sure how. So I don't know if she reached out to organizations and they were going to help her or what, but she'd finally had enough. It's almost like I hear again, House of Horrors. Like, there's so much that happened to her and in that house, and I feel like sometimes the women in the congregation or in the church would recognize and know it just by the way she acted. They weren't sure, but I feel like they had their thoughts and feelings about it. And I, the women that can really read energies well, and the women that can really see through the bullshit, like, I feel like they could really see, like, she was like a prisoner and how he really was. Oh my god, my TV just came on by itself. That's weird. You guys hear it? Okay, that was weird. In the background, because literally my remote, and here's my blue light. My remote is up by my TV. There's no cats over there. There's nobody over there, and I just did that with the balls. But there was literally nobody by the TV, and it just turned on. It was on pause, and it turned on Netflix, and I didn't have it on Netflix. She'd finally had enough. It's almost like I hear again, House of Horrors. Like, listen to what I'm talking about. There's so much that happened to her and in that house, and I feel like sometimes the women in the congregation or in the church would recognize and know it just by the way she acted. They weren't sure, but I feel like they had their thoughts and feelings about it. And I, the women that can really read energies well, and the women that can really see through the bullshit, like, I feel like they could really see, like, she was like a prisoner and how he really was. Oh my god, my TV just came on by itself. That's weird. Okay, that was weird, because literally, so what's weird is, like, she's talking about the women in the congregation and how they, like, knew about it, or they had their feelings about it. Bam, it comes on. Yeah. I just got chills. It was crazy. But, like, she was talking about, like, the women, I was talking about the women in the congregation, like, how they would see it, and then, like, they would recognize things, and then bam, it went on. So I got chills head to toe right now. Excuse you. Stop. Sorry. Hey, mister, we don't bark. He's trying to play. Sorry. I am. It's crazy. Stop. Okay. Stop it. He's wanting to play so bad. Yeah, so that was nuts. Just saying, that doesn't happen very often. I don't think that's ever happened here where the TVs come on. Stop. Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know. It's nuts. Yep, she did. That's what I think he was afraid of. I think that's what he's looking for in her apartment. You okay, Ginge? So, all right. I guess I better go, because I gotta go. I gotta actually hold my Zuri tonight, and I'm tired. I don't know. But thank you guys for hanging out with me, chit-chatting, doing readings, supporting, all of that. It was fun. It's okay. It was fun. We had fun. We always have fun. You guys will see much more of me. Don't worry. Shh. Yeah. Hey. Hi. Quit. They don't want to play with you. Yeah, it was. I mean, it scared the crap out of me, because I'm like, what the hell just happened? Stop. Hey, quit barking. Hi. Stop barking. He wants to play with Stop. Shit. I better go because he's like in playful mood. Like he just started this barking thing. He wasn't barking before, but now it's like, whoa, let me bark at everything. You know what was weird though? I think he was seeing spirit today. We were getting hay and like the hay bale was here. And I don't think he was seeing his own reflection or anything. And he starts barking out the window and there's like no one there to bark at. It was the weirdest thing. No, he wants to play with the other dogs. They're ignoring him. So that's why he's barking at them. But he was like looking out the window and like there's just hay bales there. Like, and I'm like, what are you barking at? Because there's no people to bark at. I don't think he saw his reflection. We were in kind of the dark. Like, it was weird. Once we drove away, he was fine. So I don't know if he like saw a spirit in the hay bales or what. But stop. So, all right. I guess I better go. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys soon. I promise. You guys will see a lot more of me. It's about to go. It's about to change. Everything's about to change. See you next time.